This week on Greenfield's Finest Podcast.
Cena, there's something about Cena. He rubs me the wrong way. He's like weird. I don't know. I'm not a Cena guy.
I hate people that like help dying kids. It's funny.
I said that
What
was
a
nice.
piece of shit.
But John would love that.
John loves
That
hopping
little
forward.
dude.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, everybody knows that about old Huffy Rosado.
Yeah, Hufflestiltskin over there.
Dude, John is always talking about huffing farts, dude.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. The official sponsor of the Spearmint Rhino. With me, as always, the boys are in the building. We got my main man, Dr. Scholes.
Yo, what's up?
John's not fucking here. Sack of shit. And then my main man, my co-host, Moneyline Welsh. What up, Moneyline?
What's up, Michael?
Not too much. Busy weekend.
Busy weekend, huh?
For Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Yeah, I was out there and about plugging the podcast, serving society. I was
pounding the pavement, huh?
Pounding the pavement. We did it. We started off Saturday morning, did the old Polar Plunge. It was fucking 50, 60, 55 all week, and then Saturday morning it snowed. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
It was very cold Saturday morning.
Dude, so like, and people were like, by 1 o'clock it warmed up a little bit. People were,
sun poked out.
People were, it ain't that bad. I'm like, I was there 3 hours ago.
Right.
It was fucking freezing, trust me.
You get down by around that river, dude.
Yeah, so I ran into our old buddy Todd DeFazio was down there. He polar plunged in a Speedo. It was great. But but I was like sitting there.
What'd that body look like?
Is
it tightened up?
No.
What color Speedo are we talking?
Black.
That's
so
good.
Like a wrestler Speedo.
It was like old school wrestling,
Yeah.
like Bruno Sammartino fucking wrestling trunks. And
there's children around, right?
that's why. Well, it wasn't ass cheek came out, and no one's seeing no one's dick down there once you jump in, because your fucking dick shrivels up like you were sniffing coke for 3 days.
So yeah, his cake's covered up.
Yeah, his ass cheek was completely covered. Not his tits, but his ass cheeks were.
Yeah, the titties out.
His tits were fucking out. But like,
if you had to describe Todd's body, like how would you describe it for the audience? Like what do you think we're working with here?
He's probably got a C cup. He's not a bad looking guy. He's just a little bigger. You know what I mean?
Did he have any like tan going on? Was he with pasty white?
No. He wasn't pasty, but he was like, he's red. He's always red.
Yeah,
like he looks like he's
high blood pressure red.
He looks like he's gonna have a stroke.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, right. Diabetic high blood pressure red.
Yeah, probably had a couple cartons iced tea.
Like, what is that? Hypertension red? That's beautiful.
Yeah, so I was like, it was good to see Todd, but we didn't jump in with him. But we jumped in with the WDV people, which is cool because they're like, it's actually all the iHeartRadio people, so you don't have to wait in this crazy fucking line. So like all the cops jump in first, and then after the cops jump in, then the iHeartRadio people get to go up. And it was like, last year I did it too. It was like me, Croft, and his kids. And we just jump in real quick and get the fuck out of there. But like, dude, this year it was so cold, and I made the biggest mistake. Like last year, I took my shirt off. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump in, and I jumped out. For some reason, this year I had like a thermal, like an Under Armour on top. I was like, I'm wearing it. Croft's like, I'm not taking my shirt off. I'm fucking freezing.
Yeah.
I'm like, me too. And that was the stupidest thing I could have done.
Looked like it held a lot. It retained a lot of water.
Yeah.
It didn't wick it away, did it?
No, I fucking jumped in, and it like held the cold onto me. So then you like run into the stadium.
Well, let me hop in here real quick. When you jumped in, you could tell like you were immediately like it hurt.
Yeah.
It looked like you were hurt, and you were like in shock for a second. Where you almost like knocked Croft's daughters out of the way.
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah. So I had a mole down there. Sent me the video. So you went on and grabbed the railing first.
But I let them
you
go.
Like you were about to like knock them out of the way.
Yeah.
But you did let them go. You like had a moment of clarity, like what you were doing, and let the young girls go up the pole.
Yeah.
But it looked like you could tell you were just in. Your body was like, get out of the pole, and you almost were ready to do anything to get out of that pole.
His main instinct of like women and children first.
Right.
Yeah.
Croft's like, our buddy Croft, he got like 2 little kids. Well, actually, I guess it was one of his nieces. He has 3 little kids.
They weren't that young.
They're like 12 and 10. And
Yeah, right.
They're pretty little. And like, so like if I would have fucking like threw one of them out of the way.
That's, it almost
Bad
happened.
look. Bad look.
Yeah, I was like, just go. And
Get the fuck out of the pool.
And then like after you jump out, you like I learned last year I like came prepared with all new clothes to put on. So like I like you run into the stadium into the men's room, which is like right there. But the one men's room was closed. And then so everyone's running around freezing cold, and then finally you get into one men's room and there's just like
dudes' dicks out in there?
There's just like 30 I wouldn't even say they're out. I would just
They're there.
There's 30 guys, I assume, which is like, like this haven't trimmed their shelves in years. It just, I'm just like, you should be ashamed of yourself, but like.
So you're down there with a nice shaved dick.
Well, yeah, I trim my shelf, and then so I'm down there with a bald dick, and I'm soaking wet, freezing, and I jump out, and I'm fucking like. And I get in there and I change real quick and I go out and then we cut up for a second and then I'm like we go our separate ways because we're both like, all right, we had enough of it. Yeah, but
obviously after you jump in, you kind of got to get out of there. You get changed, but you're still freezing. You got to get the fuck out of there.
But you're kind of like, I will say this.
It's a little high.
You get a little high. Like you get like a natural high.
A little dopamine kicking in there.
There's something invigorating and I'm started like last year I realized it, and this year obviously, but like there's something to that cold plunge. Like I'm starting to understand why people do it. Like I've literally not like, okay, I'm getting not old, but like I'm 42. I wake up, I'll be sore for no fucking reason, and like I haven't felt like that for 2 days. Like since I've done it, I not have any soreness.
You're gonna start doing it all the time.
I don't know. Crawford. Yeah, well, I'm thinking about joining this thing called the Club Tub.
So the Club Tub.
Do you know about that?
Weird, you brought the Club Tub up. Dude, I go to aerobics with runs the Club Tub, and he saw a clip, and he came up to me. He was like, "Hey, dude, what's up? Saw your podcast, like it. I run the Club Tub."
Yeah.
So and I was like, I think Croft did the Club Tub before.
He
shit
did.
Too. Yeah.
So that's
they just go around like every week, right, and just tub it up.
They go around. And what they do is they'll stay in there for minutes, and then there's a sauna there. So like you jump out and you run in the sauna, and it's like it does something to your body, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But these dudes in the Club Tub, like. I'm not in bad shape now. I think I'm in decent shape for my age. But, like, these dudes are shredded. You know what I mean? The Club Tub dudes are, like, you know what I mean? They're all, like...
Fit.
They're all vegans.
Yeah.
They're not eating snacks or not, like, drinking ginger ales. You know what I mean? They're definitely drinking water, eating wheatgrass. But, like, they seem like cool dudes. Croft was like... But Croft is down with the Club Tub. I might... partake in the club in the whatever tub club.
Yeah, I think it's Tub Club.
Tub club, yeah.
Tub Club, yeah.
We've been saying it backwards the whole
Yeah,
time.
it's funny you bring up the Tub Club. But like when you're changing clothes, like you have socks, it's
I have
everything. What do you do with your soaking wet clothes? Just throw them in a bag?
I learned this. You bring a plastic bag to throw all your shit in, and then like I had a duffel bag. I tied it up, threw all that shit in the duffel bag.
Yeah, okay.
So I go home, open up the bag, throw it in, but then I have to wash the duffel bag too.
Yeah, you got towels, obviously, everything.
Oh yeah, like I had towels, I had my socks on with sandals. Because like, dude, the worst thing you could do is jump in there bare feet. You know what I mean? So like I think you're way better off wearing like low cut socks and.
Were you wearing aqua socks too?
No, fucking. I had like my Jordan, like you know what I mean, beach shoes.
I'm just fucking with you.
And I was like, I jumped in. I was like, yeah, because sometimes it's so cold. You're waiting minutes to get up there. Your feet are fucking freezing.
That's probably worse than jumping in.
That's like torture, standing there on like cold cement.
So if you're wearing socks and that your feet don't get cold, that don't bother you. It's when you had a stupid ass thermal on, you know what I mean, that kept me like freezing cold. And I was like, you know what I mean,
It kept the heat out.
ready to just fucking fire little kids out of the way to get
So
out.
how early are you going down there to like? Are people hanging out? People pre-gaming? Or people like?
Yeah.
Because it got to be some type of event. People just aren't going down there, jumping in a pool and leaving.
Fucking Jim Jimmer. You want to hear about an event? Jim Jimerson sings the national anthem.
He sings the national anthem.
And then the people that partake in the Special Olympics, it's like their day. Dude, like for them, that's the coolest part. It's like their fucking Mardi Gras. They're having a day down there. You know what I mean? Like they're going down. I didn't get down there till 11. We jumped in the pool at 11:30. Last year I got down there at like 10, like an idiot. But like now I know don't get down there till like right before you jump in. But like they're down there tailgating. You know what I mean? And there's other people like tailgating too. They're like, I'm not sure if they sell brews down there, but people definitely are like,
They're
I've
drinking
seen
them.
videos of people brewing it up.
the parking lot is filled like a Steeler game. So like, I had to park at the fucking Science Center. You know what I mean? Like,
You were that far away.
yeah, I mean, dude, a lot of people parked at the Science Center. Like it's packed, and then like it's just fucking complete insanity down there. But like the Special Olympics people, it's cool. They come up. Jim Jimerson sings the national anthem. They come up, light the torch. Then the cops start jumping in.
Who's the most famous person down there, you think?
I mean, Jim Jimerson's kind of
I
famous.
think it's Jeff Jimerson.
Yeah, I think it's Jeff, too.
Jeff, whatever.
Yeah.
Jeff Jimerson. I mean, he sings the national anthem at the Penguin games. I mean,
Yeah.
all the DV people down there, the ex.
Steelers?
I didn't see any Steelers.
No, you figure. All right.
I mean, they might have been down there. I know.
Is the Pomp down there?
If the Pomp's down there, I didn't see the Pomp, and you know me,
You're looking for the Pomp.
I'm looking for Pomp. So,
Right.
but Pomp might have other obligations. He's a
busy guy.
I was
Yeah.
just saying, Beat Pump's a pretty popular fella.
All right.
But Randy was down there, and obviously Croft and them dudes. Dude, but like Croft is definitely a celebrity down there. Like I witnessed a lot of people come up to Croft and like, and like Croft was like got to the point where like this guy's on DV sometimes too, and I got
He started brushing his fans onto you.
and then they were like, a couple of them were like, oh, I heard you, probably lying, you know what I mean? But just
Yeah.
make me feel better. And the one dude like said, can I get a picture with you? And he didn't know who I was.
That's all right.
But I still took it, and you know, he posted it and tagged me. So I was like,
Hey, you might know you were then.
yeah, I was like, yeah, we're on DV once a month. You know what I mean? We're regulars. They were like, where's the rest of the guys at? I was like, isn't that a funny story? They're not fucking here.
What day was that?
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
No, Sunday. Sunday was a bad morning.
Well, what happened Sunday?
So our partner John, that's not here, was getting ready to go on a trip, and we're supposed to let our kids just hang out together. That was the deal. And then
Where were you guys at?
we just went to his house. My kids were playing with his kids, and then Rosa and Joanna went to go get some food or something. And man, those Miller Lights were just flowing, dude.
Did you get in some Crown Royal?
Yeah, we got some of that. They got some of that, and then like they came back, and there's like 10 empty beer bottles and like a half gallon of Crown Royal on the table. She's like, we got to go to Florida in the morning. Like, what are you doing?
So he had a rough plane ride.
I'm sure he did, because I had a terrible morning and I didn't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, that's rough.
We got
dude.
after it pretty good, though, you know.
Well, that's good. You know, you can get brushed
Our
off.
wives weren't happy, but we had a great time.
When are they?
Never.
Yeah.
You'll learn.
So Z-Bird, after you were plunging, you just ran right over there to the Spearmint Rhino. Did you go home and wash your beanbag? What you do?
No, I went home, took a shower. This was like 12, and then I had a comedy show at Irwin at like at 7:30. So I went out there, did the show. Show was great. Thanks to everybody that came out to that. That was a good time. And there was some podcast. It was weird. There's some people there. I don't think they knew about it because of the podcast, but they knew the podcast, and like they were like talking to me about us, and I was like, yeah, it was pretty cool. And then I had to go to the Spearmint Rhino.
What time did you get down to the Rhino?
Probably like 10 after 10.
Damn.
And then it was me. I was meeting with Eagle Tits.
Working on the night shift.
Oh, dude. So by that time, I'm like starting to be like dragging ass a little bit.
How many Red Bulls are we on at this point?
I was just going to ask you.
I was probably like, it was like 4 Cokes and 3 Red Bulls. You know what I mean? So I was like,
It's actually kind of low.
well, when I got to the Rhino, I turned it
Turn
up.
it up a notch.
Yeah. So I got on the Rhino, me and Eagle Tits are down there, and then like we're like waiting for fights to start, and like usually Matt would like do all the hosting, and like he moved to Texas, so now they're like, you're gonna do most of the stuff that he did. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I didn't realize how much stuff he was actually doing, and it was just a lot. And then, but like, it was definitely we had a lot of people. Thanks to everybody that came out from everywhere. I guess I'm like the Hazelwood plug to get everyone in the Spearmint Rhino now. But that's cool. Now I don't got no problems. If you want to go to Spearmint Rhino, it's the last Saturday of the month. Just send me a message on Facebook, Instagram. Let me know if you want to come and how many people you're going to bring, and I'll get you in. And but this time, me and Larry have done it 3 times. This time was the most people. I mean, you couldn't fucking move in there. You know what I mean? You couldn't move.
I seen a video. It looked like a sardine can in that place. It was jumping.
Dude, it was cracking. And there was all kind dude, this one chick, it was funny as fuck. Like, she wasn't even a stripper there. She just jumped in the thing and started stripping. I don't know what she was doing. She was like dry fucking the floor. And then like her boyfriend threw like 8 ones at her. And then like was like at first it looked like a lot of money. Then you like looked, it was like 5, 6, 7, 8. He was like, "Show her some love. Show this bitch some love." The manager comes out. The dude, we know he was here last week. Adam was like, "Get the fuck out of here! You ain't even a stripper here. What are you doing?" You know what I mean? She was weighing it, coming in about $1.50. You know what I mean? Like,
$1.50, and she got up on stage.
She didn't give a fuck. Larry, am I lying?
She taking any clothes off?
Yeah.
He said they had to bleach the stage after
she had on like regular clothes, and then she took off her outfit and had on like a fucking fishnet outfit on. And just didn't.
So she that was
She came
premeditated.
prepared.
1,000%.
Like, this is my big break. I'm gonna fucking show out.
Yeah, and fucking just was like, dude.
Her boyfriend had 20 ones to start with, and he only ended up with 8 to throw at her.
Yeah.
So they had a big plan. Like, listen, baby, you're gonna wear that fishnet. We're
You know
gonna
the
go
one I
down
like.
there. We're gonna shock the world. You're gonna get up there. I'm gonna throw this $32 at you.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna think we're the shit, and it just didn't pan out like that.
They're like, it's Destiny's Rhino.
Then there was like this, like, I don't know, this one older white lady. She had to be like, what, Larry, 55, 50? Yeah, she decided she was going to get in there and start dancing. And that's when they were like, really put their foot down. Because she like didn't even get a chance to get naked. She
didn't pull out that old clam, did she?
No, she didn't pull out. She didn't show her yams, but she was like, came out and like got one like arm out of a coat, and they were like, they gave it to old Joey from fucking Full House. Like, cut it out. Like, that's a fucking.
They're like, don't you got grandkids to watch?
Do you have a microphone during all this?
The whole time.
Are you like heckling?
Yeah, but it's not. But not all the time, because I have to share the microphone with Fed to God and other people.
So everybody down there is operating off one microphone.
No, there's 2 microphones, but like sometimes they'll be like,
it's like last week here.
Yeah, it'll be like, hey, give Fed the microphone for this round. You know what I mean? And like, it's not the type of environment where you're gonna like your jokes are gonna crush. Like, I literally came from like a fucking comedy show where I probably the best set of my life. I'm feeling like $1 million to going down there where no one gives a fuck who I am or like what jokes I'm telling. So I'm just like, I just want to do my job and get out of there. But we always do have fun. You know what I mean? It's all, it'll be up on Patreon. You know what I mean? Another thing real quick about the Spearmint Rhino, if you want to see what girls are dancing down there on what nights and what specials are going on, we did post in our link tree now that you can go on there, see what girls are down there, check it out on our Facebook link tree and on our Instagram link tree. And if you're like, dude, I'm thinking about going down there, I want to see what kind of cooters down there, you can go on there and take a gander and see what kind of cooters roaming around down there. And I'm sure you'll want to step down. That was
Rhino should have like a cooter cam where you can like go on their website and you can kind of like
live
see who's next on the main stage,
see who's coming up, and maybe virtually tip
like an on deck circle.
You know what? That ain't I know that that ain't a bad idea to have like a virtual strip club.
No, I think they have websites like that.
Yeah,
they do.
It's called Pornhub.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
but I get what you're saying. Like you'd be like, oh, let's see who's down there tonight. Let's see, and you get a look in. You're like, all right, I'll go down there. And
What's
see
the roster looking
Destiny?
like?
Yeah, there's like, that's like that one coffee shop that always pops up on my Instagram.
Yeah, with the boobs.
The girls are just naked, and they're like, I mean, that's crazy. There's none in Pittsburgh, but like I just thought that was like weird. That
They're like caramel macchiatos are on sale.
There's a coffee shop on Route 8 that looks like that coffee shop.
It's little,
and it's a little like shack, and it looks like it's a drive-through, and it looks like it should be like the naked
It looks like an old photo hut.
It's not. It's just your regular old
Kind of a letdown.
Kind of a letdown.
So like,
especially you cut across Route 8. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'll go grab some coffee because you see it, and then you go wait in the line thinking you might see a tit. Turns out not. Then you got to get back around Route 8 the way you were going.
I don't want to give away $1 million idea, but if you open one of them, I don't know about zoning and how that works, but if you open one of them in Pittsburgh and then you had a live cam there where like people would like you put it on like OnlyFans and the chicks would, you'd pay them and you'd
have a crack in TikTok at the very least.
At the very least. I mean, they have a crack in Instagram.
Right.
And every girl on there, like, they make money, but like when they go in there, they're like either naked. I mean, I've seen pictures on Instagram where they're like doing stuff to each other, and I can't believe they even show that on Instagram.
You can't do that. I mean, there's health departments and stuff like that. You get them involved.
Yeah, you need gloves.
Well, I don't. I mean, they're just the one. It was more like just lightly kissing each other's bum cheeks.
Couple little taps.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't think
they were doing espresso on each other's belly buttons.
Yeah, I don't think there was like. I don't think they were like fingering each other's arsenics or nothing like that, and then making a frappuccino. I just think it was like
a crappuccino.
Yeah, a turduccino. Yeah, would you like a turduccino? And there's some dudes out there that would want that. You know what I mean? There might be a market.
No, I don't want a turduccino, man.
No, but
huge turduccino.
If there's people buying fucking farts, there's dudes.
They're drinking them as well.
There's dudes they're gonna buy a nice drink and like I was like, can you fart in my coffee, please? I'll give you an extra $6.
What a way to start the day.
Yeah,
like I don't want any frothed milk, just a fucking wet fart, please.
Yeah, can I have a coffee and a fart on the side? On the side.
Put it in
a cup. And
you're
sniffing, huffing it like.
That's $1 billion idea.
You know who would really like that? John would love that.
John loves huffing farts.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, everybody knows that about old huffing risotto.
Yeah, Huffle-Stiltskin over there.
Dude, John is always talking about huffing farts, dude. He would love that.
And that's the thing. We'd have to bring him as the GM. You know what I mean?
He'd probably. Yeah.
No, he'd be the research and development guy.
Yeah, because he'd be taking everybody else's fucking huffs. He'd be like taking the customer. He'd be trying to get the customer the cup of farts and John, but here, let me make sure that's good. And he would just be huffing it all.
It'd be like John Taffer when he goes into bar rescue. They'd be like, you're
all fucked up.
Look at your pores. You're double pouring. This guy's double huffing everying.
Yeah.
How can you sell the farts if he's huffing? We'd catch John on back. John be selling his own fucking farts.
We had Fartmatic coming in. What they do is weigh all the farts.
And we're like paying to a customer. Like, when this place first opened up, their fart cups were unbelievable. Then John started coming around, and now it's all watered down. And you can barely smell the farts anymore.
I mean, he's buying farts for everyone. We're not making a dime in here.
I think the farts smell like fertilizer and grass cutting and grass clippings.
Yeah, John would ruin our whole business.
Yeah, he would, dude. He'd just be selling his own farts. But these are counterfeit farts. These aren't Tiffany's farts, John.
You smell like grass clippings.
He'd have like a plastic ring mark around his face just from huffing the fart.
His whole family would fall apart because he used to be huffing farts at work all day.
Like, what are you coming out at 5 a.m. smelling like farts for? Like, shut up.
I can't do it anymore, John, with the lies and the farts.
Oh, dude.
He's
having a good time on vacation.
I can't wait till he tunes in.
Oh, fuck. What's up with Justin Fields?
So so yesterday I seen like 3 different outlets say that he's 100% coming to the Steelers. I still don't believe it. I'm not going to like.
Wait, are you really?
Yeah. From 3 different outlets.
See, I seen that like last week, and now everything I saw was like he's like the coach of the Bears says he's 100% staying.
Okay, last night I seen from 3 different. They were decently like reported outlets that say he's.
Can we cite these sources or no?
Yeah, it came off the. You got to watch the dude. His name's Microphone, and then like he named 3 sources. I actually went on Twitter, looked at them, and they did say that's what made me bring this up. It was like saying like that he's coming to Pittsburgh for a 2nd round pick and something else, but it's in the works and it's about to happen. But we've heard this before with other shit, so I'm not like. Here's my thing. I'll be honest. It's kind of exciting because I think Justin Fields has a huge ceiling, and like But do I think it's the best thing for the Steelers in the long run? I have no fucking idea.
Right? Who does?
I don't. If you wanted them, here's how I feel honestly: keep Mason Rudolph, build around him, make him and Kenny Pickett compete next year. Maybe Kenny will step it up. If he doesn't, you have Mason. Start Mason and build a team around him. Then you can always go get a quarterback the year after. But like they did say this, and what's his name? Our boy from fucking Pittsburgh. Why don't I forget Clark? The old Steelers. Ryan Clark was saying, if the Steelers are ever going to get a quarterback, this is the year. You got a quarterback-heavy draft. You have quarterback-heavy free agency. Now is the time to get a quarterback.
Yeah.
So out of the free agents, what do we got? We're looking at like Fields, Russell Wilson, and who? What?
There's Tannehill, Cousins.
Tannehill,
I actually like Tannehill or even Kirk Cousins, dude. Kirk Cousins always puts up
You're gonna have
fucking
to pay
numbers.
Cousins some
That's
load.
the problem.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
You can't play that old fuck coming off of ACL. money.
I would hate to have Russell Wilson. That'd be my least.
I couldn't
favorite
cheer for
out of
him.
the four.
Yeah.
Because he's a cuckoo.
Be good for the show.
Yeah, the thing about Justin Fields is, it's like no one really knows what his full potential is, like
Right.
because no one really knows like what, you know what I mean. You kind of would almost have to implement like what they did with him at Ohio State, but the problem is in the NFL you can't give dudes 4 seconds to pass the ball.
No, not at all. And it all goes back to like Artie Smith. If Artie Smith's gonna work, you know what I mean? I feel, yeah, I don't know.
I'd like. What do you
If
think, Tannehill?
if he go to AFC Championship with Tannehill, you know what I mean? He could develop Kenny or he could develop Mason. I don't know if Mason really needs to develop. Mason's ceiling's probably almost there. You know what I mean? Mason is what he is, which wasn't bad. I just don't. I don't know. Fields doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, and that's it. And
it all
that's
depends what you're giving away.
No, and I agree. Like my thing is like I think everyone has a different perspective. No one's wrong on it, and it's like, hey, we'll see what happens. But like I'll just say this: it to me, as a fan, it's kind of exciting to get a player like a Justin Fields just because he's athletic.
Because it's the unknown.
Well, yeah, and I've watched him play, and I've watched him run.
Right, but he's only been in the league, what, like 3 years?
Yeah, but but the thing is, like, his rushing ability is insane. He hasn't won a ton of games. That's the one thing. Like,
no, I'm saying his upside is huge.
Right.
Is huge because we haven't seen what his full ability is because he played for the freaking Bears.
Right, but last year, like when he had DJ Moore, DJ Moore had a career season, but they didn't win a lot of fucking games either. So it's just weird
because they were playing from behind. That's why they're always throwing the freaking ball.
Right.
Yeah, I'd be surprised, but you know, they need to do something. Adam Rizuka.
Yeah, I think that's his name. This was a good one, good.
Arizona Coyotes terminated after videos of him doing coke. That dude, so there was a video he put up on his IG, skins, coked out of his gorge, like partying fucking hard, dude. And he was chopping up the cocaine, showing pictures of the cocaine, doing the cocaine, talking. He said he made a joke about Kevin Stevens.
No, I made that. I have a joke about Kevin.
There's a note here. Make a joke about Kevin Stevens. Would you like to make a joke about Kevin Stevens?
You ruined it. Nah, you already. No, I was just saying, like, the thing about it is, like, probably in the NHL, who doesn't do coke? But it was weird. He had like them old like 80s Coke bottle in his mouth, like the little like one that's like you can't see through. It's like tan. He had that in his mouth. He had a gagger laid out.
He was deep into the party.
Yeah, he probably had 4 grams to party with, but like they were like showing him on Instagram, like, dude, like people were like, this is crazy, he's a professional athlete, and I'm like, you guys obviously never heard of Kevin Stevens, and if Kevin Stevens had an Instagram, he would have got kicked out of the NHL too.
Wait, so this dude was filming himself doing it?
Yeah.
That's
what I mean. He
was
deep in the weeds. He was by himself. He was just filming it and posting. Party, man. He was so fucked up.
He's having a good time.
He was so fucked up.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, he was so high that he thought it would be like a normal idea. And here's the thing. Obviously, he parties with dudes on his team. And I'm just saying, obviously, a lot of dudes in the NHL party because that's otherwise. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. He wouldn't have like. I get it. He was super coked up, but he felt comfortable putting that up. And
he thought it was gonna be cool,
right?
His
and
boys are gonna love this.
What a shitty feeling the next day, man.
Well, here's the
coke
thing.
hangover's terrible.
Well, and you're kicked out of the, or you kicked off your team.
Right.
That was yeah.
And here's the. I mean, the thing is, like right now, you got to plea insanity and just go to rehab. That's what you got to
all
do.
you could do.
You say, hey, I made a mistake. I got caught up with drugs. I didn't know what I was doing. And then next time, don't film yourself doing coke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go
Put
to
your phone in the safe.
See, that's how you know he's young, because no one ever did that before. You know, even if you're like, we're gonna take a video, or take a picture, you never did it while you were in the midst of a crime. You know, it's not like it's not exactly like it's legal.
I feel like that happens a lot more
nowadays. That's what I mean.
But you don't have to be. I don't think the age matters.
Yeah, I think because old dudes are fucking. Yeah, old dudes get themselves jammed
Kevin
up on the
Stevens
internet.
does not have a Polaroid of him doing lines.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, I bet he does.
Yeah,
I bet he does.
And he never showed a soul.
Except for Yager.
Yeah, unless you go get in the weeds with him one night.
Yeah. He had the Stanley Cups upside down, just fucking
doing Jaggers off the side
while
of it.
getting boofed by Yarmer Yager.
He was doing Jaggers off the side of it.
Shane Gillis hosting SNL. This was a big deal. Shane Gillis got fired from SNL before he even started. So to come full circle and host SNL. SNL sucks, but I mean this is still a big deal.
That's to just show his star
This
value.
is the most hyped up SNL has been
in a decade.
And I can't remember the last time to even anything compare it to. So I would imagine the ratings are pretty good. I watched the monologue, most of it. It was good.
I thought
what did you think of it?
I thought he killed it. I thought there was like a lot of after I watched it, and then like after I watched it probably 4 times. One of the funnier things about it was there was a lady in the band sitting behind him, like a redhead, and if you watch her face the whole time, she has no emotion. Everyone else is laughing.
So I saw that, but I think the band, I think some of them just keep straight faces.
I don't know. I see most of the band laugh. I think a lot of people by now know that Shane Gillis has a cousin with has a couple people in his family with Down syndrome. Wasn't making fun of people with Down syndrome, but he was making some references to it. And when he made the one about they opened a coffee shop in his hometown for people with Down syndrome that they could work there. You know what I mean? So it was a place for them to work, and it was like a very heartwarming story. It's like, but the only thing is, there's a line around the block. It's not because it's so packed. It's because the service is, and then he said the thing is, every time you go in there, all they give you is apple juice. I don't know. and I mean, he just fucking, comedic wise, he knows how to push the edge, but you can still love the guy. You know what I mean? You're that's fucking funny. And for him, I think it was a classy move, because I think there's a lot of people out there now, they're he loves sketch comedy so much that I think he was excited to do it.
Yeah, it's definitely a big deal for him.
Yeah, and I think a lot of, people be like, fuck them now. But I thought that was so cool that he went back on there, and he was embraced by everyone on the staff. One person made some stupid comment that they didn't like him. But it's the same person that didn't like Chappelle, the same person that didn't like, they're just
the
always,
least funny one on the cast.
They're never in any skits. They're only there because they're whatever.
I thought it was funny. He brought his dad. His dad was obviously there, and he just brought his dad up. He's like, yeah, my dad, and he coaches high school girls basketball.
Volunteer.
Yeah, he volunteers. He just made fun of his dad for being a high school girls basketball coach for a couple minutes, on SNL. That shit's funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And that was fucking and then the one part where he was most of my stuff, he's it's not meant for TV, and people start cracking up. And one dude started clapping. He said, shut up. Don't clap. And I don't know. And the skits were funny. I don't. And he actually he did all the skits. I don't know if people knew that. He wrote all the skits. They were all funny. The ends of them were they were all funny. You know what I mean? None of them sucked. But you know what I mean? They weren't I think he'll be back on several more times.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Well, I think it was a triumph for him. He got hired, got fired, and then they were rethought their decision. You're still pretty funny, dude, and you're on the rise.
Worked out perfect for him.
Yeah, come on and host the show.
Well, he made fun of the fact of him getting fired.
Right.
And you know what I mean. The thing was I don't know. I think he kind of showed people how to handle shit. When something like that happens, he didn't power about it. He didn't call it woke culture. He didn't say nothing. He said, I fucked up. I said what I said. Probably shouldn't have said it. Is what it is, and moved on. And then it became a non-issue after so long.
Right, people respect that when you just say, like, you know what, I made a fucking mistake. Dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Right.
so when John, stops huffing the farts and just pulls out of it and like, hey guys, I was huffing too many farts.
I mean, if
we could just be like, that's all right, John.
admitting you have a problem is the first step.
Yeah.
My name's John. I love to huff farts.
Yeah, admitting you're powerless over your fart addiction and your life has become unmanageable is the first step.
You ruined your family vacation because you were just huffing farts.
He just got like 30 empty peanut butter jars in his room. He's just
sealed up.
Like, you know, when you're in a
Ready to
hotel,
go.
you get those little like ketchup, like Heinz ketchups that are like glass. They're that big. He's just dumping out ketchup and just holding them
Dude,
around.
that
He got
sicko probably
K-cups.
probably uses fart spray like Banaka.
yeah,
Like
like Duster, dude.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just raised it right in his hook. He just got like K
He's
cups.
wild, dude.
Yeah, he just got like K cups. They're lined up. Like the people think they're like, oh my god, why do you have all this weird
He's
coffee
just brewing farts
all day? Maxwell turd.
He's a wild boy,
Yeah.
man. Speaking of wild boys, there was an old dude in Australia talking about Travis Kelce's the luckiest guy in town because he gets to fuck Taylor Swift doggy style.
Are you gonna play? Are you
Yeah.
gonna play this, Larry?
Is it not playing through?
We
Yeah,
can't
no
hear it.
audio.
Touchdown in
There
Sydney
we go.
this morning. I've always loved her, but I consider myself a diehard Swiftie.
Travis Kelce is the luckiest man on earth. He gets to hit that every night. She's a billionaire. Taylor Swift ain't no two-nickel fucker.
Taylor and Travis taking time out to be tourists.
Travis Kelce is hitting it like this.
So anybody that's listening, that old guy was on all fours on the Australian news saying like this is how Travis Kelce's hitting Taylor Swift
Every night.
every night.
He's not wrong.
Do you think that was really the news? Like, what do you think that was?
That had to be some kind of spoof.
I think right there. I think they had the real news mixed in with some fuckery.
Some
'Cause
fuckery.
If you look at the microphone that was in the dude's face, it wasn't. It was like a ghetto ass microphone.
I didn't pay attention. I just seen him.
I
On
watched it
all
like
fours
30
like he fucked a sheep before.
Yeah, I watched it like 30 times, wondering like, dude, what the fuck is this real? And then, like, I'm like, it might have been, but I just can't see on any news channel them letting him talk like that. He's like, he gets to fuck
So
her
he's a
every night.
billionaire.
And the weird thing is, he didn't have an Australian
No,
accent,
he was a hillbilly.
like a down south.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was Australia of the South.
Yeah. The Pittsburgh Northside Esplanade is back. I feel like this comes around like every 6 months or like twice. Yeah, like I don't know, maybe quarterly, where like they talk about how they're gonna build this crazy fountain and this Ferris wheel and this zip line and all this shit they're gonna do in the North Shore / North Side, and it just never ever like comes about.
They're like, dude, we're gonna raise your taxes just a little bit because we're gonna build
Yeah.
this dope ass shit.
and it's just like, for what? What is this?
We need the Sopranos because they know how to handle an Esplanade.
That is true.
What, you got how many no-show jobs you gonna give me?
Yeah, like, dude, as soon as I heard Esplanade, first thing I thought was fucking
every
who's
time.
Johnny Sack?
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
said like big spray park, Ferris wheel, housing project, and like that was the headline.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, are you just building like homeless people baths? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, you know, the weird thing is people are like, why are they putting a Ferris wheel? Because the fucking Ferris wheel was invented by a dude from Northside.
Oh, really?
I swear to God, his last name was Ferris. I didn't know this. I
never knew that.
researched this.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can ask Eagle Tit. That's true.
I mean, that's cool, but like the last picture they just showed there looked pretty desolate over there.
Well, I think
you
that's
know?
where it's going.
That's
They're
what-
gonna knock down that check.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's gonna work out fine.
Whatever gets that part of that river past the casino, the river trail, like cleaned up some, and those homeless people the fuck out of there. We got to put a Ferris wheel there. But it's just one of those things. It just seems like it's never ever going to happen. I feel like this has been going on for 5 years.
I'd
at
like
least.
to get a piece of that contract. I'll tell you right
You
now.
lay some concrete
Oh,
down there, huh?
boy.
We'll mark it up.
I'll lay it and then relay it.
You know? Go on for years.
that's putting all
forever.
money, dude. You seen how Johnny Sack was
That's,
living? It's a
that's
prison.
exactly what I'm thinking about, dude.
Dude,
It's-
have Ralphie run it.
I'll hire all- yeah.
He's a good point man.
All right, let's get into some voicemails here, Larry.
What's up, guys? Waterboy. I'm going to catch some heat for this, but I got to say it. Billy Gardell needs to quit losing weight. He looks weird, and when I see commercials for Bob Hart's Avashola, you can tell the makeup's just caked on. Come on, Billy, gain a little bit back. All right,
Yeah.
He is wildly skinny. I don't notice it's him at first until like after a couple of seconds. I'm like, oh shit, that's Billy Gardell. Some people were better fat, and I think he's one of them.
I think it seemed to me, at least. I mean, like, I don't want to say more funny, but like,
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
yeah, more funny when he was bigger. I don't know.
Let's just be honest. I mean, you go see a comedian and he's a big dude and he's talking about goofy shit. You're fucking dying. You see like a thinner dude and he's talking about you don't know what fat people go through.
Yeah, I mean, they're just jollier.
I mean, I agree. I think there's a line where he should have just stopped, but now he's getting like.
I mean, he was
He needed
dangerously
to
overweight.
yeah, he needed to lose weight, but
Yeah.
now you need to
What did he
gain
get,
weight.
the old lap band? He had to have that because it's a crazy skinny.
No, I think it was
No, he
it
got
was
that.
before
He got that
that.
Just a
surgery.
Yeah.
But he got that surgery, and I remember dude, it's weird. Like, I can't imagine what it's like you're dealing with in fucking Hollywood because really, take Kevin James out of the equation. There's no leading rule fat guys. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know if you're like career-wise, whatever, or like, oh, dude, it'll be good for you, and the next thing you know, you lose 230 pounds, you know? But he definitely does look different.
Yeah,
you
I mean,
know?
health-wise, I'm sure it's going great. But, yeah, I don't know. He's still got another show. Good. I mean,
Yeah,
lose weight. He definitely looks different, though. It's hard. It
Like
takes a second
completely
to-
different.
Yeah, like a whole different person, for sure.
Looks like,
Yo, Big John in Virginia Beach. Truly. You are the fucking man, Shuli. never fucking change. Don't let him change you, Shuli. You stay the way you are, pal. Anyways, boys, wanted to give a shout out to my boy Z-Bird doing the Polar Plunge. That's fucking awesome. I don't know if everybody knows this, but I have a special needs son, and Polar Plunge is good for the Special Olympics, so that's awesome. Good on you, Z-Bird. Also, boys, Chat, GPT, all you boys, well, Z-Bird, you don't have any kids, but all you other boys have kids. That shit comes in handy for helping out with the homework. My other son's in fucking advanced classes in middle school. You think I remember that shit? Hit up Chat GPT. Boom, got the answer. All right, boys. Love the pod. Take it easy.
My man, John.
yeah, John. I like you too.
People loved you all fucked up last week, dude.
They
People were in the
did.
comments.
But it wasn't like I had nothing to say. I was 4 miles away from a
they
microphone
like-
for the
You
most
keep
of the-
blaming. You keep blaming the microphone.
But you
No,
were-
I was
Yeah.
searching for Zuzu for a minute. Don't get me wrong.
That was funny.
There was a point where I looked over and like you were just watching the jellyfish.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
the jellyfish is like my downfall.
And,
here.
and I think there was a point where you didn't even know we were doing a podcast.
I knew we were doing, but like I had to lean across two people to even like.
Then we
say
brought the
something.
stripper in and it got a little weird. Or was that last week or was that
Yeah,
2 weeks
that
ago?
was last
well,
week.
no,
I feel like it was so long
that's
ago.
the thing. I couldn't. What am I supposed to like sit on her lap to talk in the microphone? You know.
Yeah, then you start sniffing her. That was strange. Yeah.
I was
And,
like, listen, John loves.
yeah, John. Yeah, John's.
John tried giving her
tried to
cheese.
He's
huff.
so shy, but
Yeah.
he's asked me. To
He
get
gave
to
her
a
like
fart.
a handful of cheeses before she came on.
Yeah, I hope his chick hot boxes the studio.
He's
and
like,
we get all farted up.
He's like, you like goldfish?
What's up, boys? Joe from Derry, just calling in. Saw online on Instagram you guys had some good-looking St. Patrick's Day merch on there. I like that. But I am curious if there's going to be maybe some Columbus Day stuff for the Italians. Well, anyways, great job, guys. Hope you're well.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath on that. I'm not knocking Italians. I don't even know what fucking I am. Denomination of humanity I am. I'm just saying Columbus Day stuff doesn't sell as good as St. Patrick's Day in Pittsburgh. But if you want a fucking Columbus Day shirt, we'll make you one. I'll make you a hoodie and everything. It's gonna run you about $50, but yeah, we'll run a Columbus Day sale for you, Joe.
When's Columbus Day?
Not a clue.
No, seriously, I can't even. I have no
I'm
idea. If
Italian,
someone
I
had a
don't know.
fucking gun to my head,
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell
I
you
think
the
it's
time
in
of year.
May. Is it in May?
No, it's in fucking
The only
October. I think
I'm
it's
thinking
Sopranos.
it's a little cold out Because when they went, like, when the Sopranos went down and knocked some heads, I remember, like, the weather not being that great. But I could be completely wrong.
Right.
I was thinking, like, fall. So, like, you might be right.
Yeah, I think it's November. If I'm not, or October or November.
October.
Yeah.
October, yep.
Yeah, I remember that. And that was a good. That was
It was a day off of school or
Still was
something.
taking that hard, dude. Tony was like, dude, you got to pull back.
Yeah, he was like, I pay. He's like, I pay money every month to the Italian defamation.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Just want to give a shout out to the new best caller, Kenny that's balding, or Gary that's balding, making poor Kenny sound like the water bitch. Good job, boy.
Oh, I don't know. It sounds like.
Yeah, I don't know
I
about
don't
that.
know about that. That was. It sounds like it might have been
Pump your
Gary.
brakes.
It
It might have been
like-
Gary's
yeah,
cousin.
It literally it sounded like Gary.
I think Gary called and just hyped himself up and talked shit on Kenny. That's
I
crazy.
seriously think he did.
Yeah, he did. That dude loves huffing Fords too. Good.
Hey, what's up, boys? It's Gary
Stop
from
it.
Baldwin.
Stop it real quick. Can you pull up that last one again? Or did you already delete it?
No, I got you.
Just want to give a shout out to the new best caller, Kenny that's balding, or Gary that's balding.
Okay, maybe not. But
I tell you, it was a different number.
It was a different
Yeah,
number.
he had a sock over the phone.
I think Gary might have just like de-inserted his voice as best he could and like left a voicemail saying how great he is.
He was talking like
If
this.
he did
Yeah,
it,
right.
if he did it, I kind of like
I
him.
do. If that's what he did, like, I don't hate that.
I
Kenny-
kind of respect it.
Yeah, all right, good.
Hey, what's up, boys? It's Gary from Baldwin. Dude, I know I've been calling a lot lately. Yeah, this week, but just check this one out. This just happened. So fucking, my dad, he passed away a little while ago. And so we fucking cremated his ass. We put him in a fucking, I got this little cross on my keychain with his fucking ashes in it. And I left my keys in my pocket when I took my pants off and threw them on the bed. My fucking wife comes in. She picks the pants up. She goes and throws them in the laundry before I had a chance to clear my pockets out. And so my keys go through, and I'm thinking like, fuck, Ed, why'd you do that? Like, you're gonna fuck up the key fob or something. So I go in there to get the keys out. Well, it's like mid-wash, and I see my fucking keychain and this cross that my dad was in. It was fucking disconnected. All the ashes were gone. So his ashes are all over our clothes. Oh my God, my dad fucking hated laundry. Now he is laundry. I can't
What
fucking write this shit, man. Thanks, boys. Talk soon.
Yeah, I mean that was fucking worth it. His fucking dad.
What in Christ's name is going on here?
His main thing was his dad hated laundry, but now he turned into laundry.
He's like, I was worried about the key fob, and then I was like, oh, Pappy's gone.
Dude, he's just
He got the yinzeriest
he
shit.
is
dude.
cracking up from the second he says hello
Oh, man.
until the second
Gary,
he
you're
stops
a
he
talking.
was
son of a
laughing when he
bitch.
said his dad was dead.
Dude,
He's like, son, God, my dad just died, right?
Able Tits, how many voicemails did he leave?
Since Friday.
8 since Friday.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gary.
Is he just running material on the voicemail line? Like,
Yeah,
what's
this
going
is-
on
this
there?
is open
I'd
mic.
say like 50%. There's actually some quality stuff in there, but I know he's gonna leave like 6 more next week, so we're just never gonna get back to the quality. Like, there's some
Gotcha.
good stuff in there.
Is there other, like, this Kenny run, like, is Kenny just one and done?
Kenny's one and done.
Yeah, no, that's what I figured. All right.
What's up, boys? It's Kenny.
There
So
he
real
is.
quick show note. I think that a show with 3 microphones and 4 guys, well, maybe 3.5, 4 guys physically, maybe 3.5 this week with Truly, is better than a show with 4 microphones and 3 guys like the previous week. But anyways, so my grinder this week is fucking 40s. You can't get anyone to do anything stupid with you anymore. Like, to get friends to come with you to a fucking cage rage where you can get them in for free to see titties and broads fighting. What the fuck is so hard you gotta call a bunch of people, everyone's working, or they got their kids, or they got this or that. Give me a fucking break. I mean, it's ridiculous. I might end up coming by myself. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. This is Friday. I'm calling Z-Bird. It's fucking ridiculous. And I was never student of the month either, Jack, but I did get an award once from a teacher that said Kenny always gets the last word in. I'll take that. Fuck that student of the month nerd shit. And one other thing, Jack. I don't want to entertain any complaints of you with your full head of hair and your hat complaints. It's like a slap in the face. You with a full head of hair wearing a hat any fucking way. Forget about your complaints. Buy a fitted hat. Whatever. Boo fucking hoo-hoo with your full head of hair.
Dude, that's so funny you said that. Some dude, well, my wife's, I don't know how fucking, like, I was at a birthday party this week. This dude I know comes up to me. We don't know each other that well. He was like, I didn't have a hat on. He's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, what's up, dude? He's like, what the fuck's up with your hair? I'm like, what do you mean? And he was like, you're like a full fucking head of hair. He's like, your hair looks great. I was like, oh, thanks. He's like, I thought you were fucking bald. And I was like, nah. He's like, you always wear a hat. Why the fuck you always wearing a hat? Dude, he was so mad I had hair.
Was he
was
bald?
a little tuned up. Yeah, it's not going the right way.
Yeah.
He was furious. I don't know, man. I just sometimes in a hurry throw a hat on, but it is tough to round your friends up to get things done in your 40s. It really is. Dude,
Kenny, and Kenny's a soldier. He was down there pretty early and was able to get a table. So like, that's how early he was, before the place got.
Kenny popping bottles?
No, but if you
it's
sit,
just like a floor table. I got you.
But yeah, but like he was there, and I think he was with someone else. It definitely wasn't just Kenny. Kenny was having a good time, but yeah, Kenny ain't lying. Like, I mean, I invite a few of my friends. Actually, some of our friends have come down, checked it out once, checked it out twice. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is like a couple hour thing. But you can stop in, watch one fight, and get out of there. But yeah, I mean, like he said, who doesn't like to watch girls fight each other and boobs? You know what I mean? So it's a good time. But yeah, thanks for coming down, Kenny. It was fun seeing you.
Hey everybody, Eagle Tits here. Time for your favorite part of the show, the ads. Our sponsors help keep the show going, so if anybody that we talk about interests you, please go show them support. Alright, let's get into this. Located in the heart of Pittsburgh's South Side, 12 Whiskey Barbecue features 100 bottle craft beers and 28 drafts from local and indie brewers. Their kitchen's open late and they have a crazy good menu. On top of that, they have events at the bar as well as offer catering. Birthdays, weddings, business events, and more, they've got you covered. Check them out at 12pgh.com or visit them at 1222 East Carson Street. That's TWELVEPGH.com. Primetime Appliance. You've heard us talk about them before. Their company puts the customer first. They're punctual and they take their time to get the job done right the first time. Cooktop repair, dishwasher repair, dryer repair, electric appliance repair, freezer repair, gas appliance repair, refrigerator repair, washer repair. I could go on all day. Have an emergency? Call them at 412-896-1395 or visit them at primetimeappliance.com. Do you love hot sauce? Do you love the city of Pittsburgh? Then why not try a sauce made right here in the city? That's right, I'm talking about Artie's Hot Sauce. Our buddy Artie currently has 7 sauces available. He has Arbol and Sandy, Habanero Island, Teriyaki Thai, Pizza Shop, Sweet Jalapeno, Hoppin' Jalapeno, Triple Pepper Fret, and Hot and Sour Serrano. All crafted with no artificial flavors, with hand-picked selections of chili peppers that guarantee an unforgettable culinary adventure. What are you waiting for? Visit artieshotsauce.com. ARTIES hotsauce.com. Nothing beats a local neighborhood butcher. Locally sourced, pasture-raised, nose-to-tail meats, they connect the farmer to provide customers with the best beef, lamb, chicken, and pork that Western Pennsylvania has to offer. The craft of whole animal butchery requires respect for both the animal and the customer. Come see the difference that makes. Visit them at 5151 Butler Street, Pittsburgh, PA 15201, or check out their website at fatbutcher.com. Let's talk Carlson and Associates Real Estate Services. Located in Pittsburgh's South Side, they specialize in all aspects of real estate business, including residential and commercial sales, residential and commercial leasing, multifamily investment, historic buildings, and development in and around the city. Have a question about home buying, selling, or rentals? Give them a call at 412-431-1718 or visit them at casouthside.com. That's casouthside.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Moneyline, who be Corn Dicking this week?
189 dead bodies found in an eco-friendly funeral home after the owners blew the money. So what they were doing, they were saying they would burn your burn your family member up, like eco-friendly, and then get rid of the body for it? Get rid of that body, or like what? Like I don't understand what's going on here.
Yeah, they were saying they were eco-friendly. They were actually they were like doing some processing the dead body to use it as fertilizer. I'm not making that. That's what it was. But like the process actually cost way more than people think. They were getting all this extra money from these fucking, people.
Environmentalists.
Yeah. And they took all the money and blew it. And then like the police got like wind that it smelled like dead bodies. And they went there. And there was 189 dead people there.
Dude, 189 is so many.
They were just raping tree huggers. Like, yeah, dude, this is your mom's an oak tree.
Dude,
I can't imagine what that smelled like.
Had in their basement rotting.
Here's the weird thing. People were like, oh, it wasn't all in a cooler. I actually, when I was 21 years old, lived down in Florida, worked for this heating and air conditioning company. It was an emergency call. I had to go with this guy. A cooler went out at a funeral home. It was in Florida. So we went in there, but it was still pretty cold. There was 5 bodies in there, and they were all covered with sheets, but you could see their feet. You know what I mean? So like you knew
you were in the meat locker.
You were working around like people. 5. 189. There's no way they had the cooler space for that. So like I'm assuming they filled these people up with formaldehyde, and they just left
kept juicing
them up, and like they were definitely decaying. There's no way around it.
Was there a funk in there? Was it stinking?
That's what.
No, I'm talking about when you were there.
No, because the people.
There's definitely a funk there, dude.
This happened like in the middle of the night. By 6 a.m. we were there. So like 3 a.m.
So it didn't get that cold where they were like decaying yet.
It was still kind of cold when you went in it wasn't. It wasn't a freezer. It was like more like a cooler,
like a walk-in cooler.
Exactly what it is.
These people had to get caught by the stench.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. You even like, take the stench out of it. 189 bodies just to like have somewhere is so many bodies. Like, where do you stack them? Like,
they had a Guardian fucking self-storage
you're
unit?
Just stacking bodies on top of each other. It's fucking gross.
Well, that's like they said.
These
like
people look like fucking weirdos.
But they said, whatchamacallit, like when there was like a bunch of murders in Miami, I watched that Cocaine Cowboys, they were saying that they had to rent trucks off of Burger King, like the cooler trucks, to put the bodies in there because there'd be like 30 dead bodies a day. That's fucking crazy.
Are you a foot guy?
A foot guy?
Yeah, do you like feet?
No, I'm not. That's not
feet don't make you horny?
No, I'm not. I don't like the feet.
No, I have my own, and they do nothing for me.
Yeah. I've never been a foot. I like some other stuff, but I don't like the feet.
There's other parts.
Yeah, but I'm not a foot guy.
I bet we got some listeners that are some foot guys.
Oh yeah,
Gary's a foot guy.
Yeah,
call and leave a voicemail if you're a foot guy. I want to know a little more about it.
You sick bastard.
Yeah, I want to see what you're
Say your full government name, and then we can ridicule. Ridicule you like we ridicule our friend John for huffing farts.
We want to know how much you're paying for toe jam on the black market.
Yeah, nothing could be worse than John huffing farts on his family vacation. So. Man, this is fun. I wonder if other people are going to think that's funny as we thought it was. There was a point where I looked at all 4 of us are just cracking up fucking laughing.
Probably not. It's like one of them things when it like starts to go off the rails.
Yeah.
But like those are the best ones. Those are the best podcasts when they go off the rails.
We had a mom giving $10K for poor families, and she took in Miami and blows it. And they asked her,
Wait. You brought up. Are you a toe guy? And then you just left it. You left it there. There was no follow up to that.
Well, no. He said he was in that cooler.
And all you could see was feet.
Yeah, all you could see. I wanted to know if he was fucking.
I thought you were leading up to a story and you skipped it or something.
Yeah, so she was giving around a little over $10,000 for a taxpayer funded program for poor families. Spent most of it and on a luxury Miami trip. And they asked her why, and she said she wanted to blow it. I kind of respect it.
Like, here's the thing, I looked at it, I'm like, you take someone who was fucking broke, and then you give them 10 grand. Do whatever you want with it. Fuck it, live it up. You know what I mean? That's how I think, like, you know what I mean? They're giving money for all kind of bullshit now. Fuck it, I don't care. I'd rather her get it than some fucking politician.
Yeah, I mean, You could stretch 10K. 10K is a nice chunk of change.
Well, she took
Yeah, I
her.
wouldn't rush it all on a vacation. Maybe like
But if you got nothing and you're just like, I mean, yeah, it's not.
she has kids, motherfucker.
No,
She's a mom.
She took the
The kids went.
She took the
Okay, that's even better. Maybe try to get them an education.
well, 10 grand.
Yeah,
I mean, you could do something with 10 grand.
I mean, yeah, you could get them some school clothes and shit like that. You get them some food, maybe an apartment, blah, 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 blah. But if you're in Miami, you know what I mean? Blue water.
In the summer?
Yeah, fucking get on the beach.
And you know she got a wardrobe.
She's out here, she's out here stunting.
She should have bought some damn hair.
That shit ain't cheap.
Yeah. Bald headed hoe.
Well, what you see, Z? What you see, Z?
Yeah, but she was like saying they were down there living it up. I mean, 10 grand's a good vacation. You're gonna have a good time.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Them kids.
I mean, not as good as you think though. Like vacations ain't fucking cheap, dude. You know.
No,
How many kids she take with her?
I don't. Just
A
said
couple,
kids.
yeah.
Just flight tickets are fucking ridiculous.
We had AT&T outages. So AT&T lost. Was it just AT&T?
Yeah, because people.
My shit worked all day. I don't have AT&T.
I have Verizon.
I got T-Mobile. My shit
T-Mobile
worked.
worked all day. Yeah.
So I remember like it was. I got like people were like saying like I remember Addie asked me like, "Is your phone off?" She has Verizon. I'm like, "No, why? Is yours straight?" No, but there's outages everywhere. And then like come to find out, it was just AT&T, and it's just so funny because AT&T is like always says like, you know, it's not that different. You know what I mean? It's a lot less money. It seems like it's a lot fucking different because every time I hear there's an outage, it's AT&T.
Dude, and AT&T people will go to it's what your phone stops working, so you go to the phone store. Like, you hear there's outages, what type of person for you to go to the phone store and complain? And
moron.
they're bitching at these kids who are going to work at the phone store.
Yeah,
who
this
have
dude's in high school.
He has AT&T as well. He's like, dude, my phone isn't working either. Like, they're like, this is unacceptable. Like, dude, shut up.
Well, the funniest is the people at Costco who do the AT&T salespeople that day. Like, usually you walk in,
They get ignored all day.
like people all day. They're like, "Hey, how you're doing?" And I always like, I'm like polite, but I'm like, "Mom, I'm good, my man." And they're like, "Okay." And then but that day they weren't saying shit to anyone.
No, I bet.
I'm surprised they were even standing there. They should have been eating churros at the freaking food.
They were like, no one wanted to fucking hear nothing about AT&T. You know what I mean? Like, because I think what happened was the one dude said on Sunday after he said, "Dude, it was crazy. People were coming up and asking us." I'm like, "Dude, I'm a fucking sales rep."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get people to sign. I have nothing to do with the satellites.
Yeah, I'm on commission. The more signatures I get, the more money I make.
Anytime anything happens now, and I'm not saying like I'm anti-conspiracy theory, but like everything's not a fucking conspiracy theory. And like that's just my take on it. And I feel like every time something like this happens, it's a conspiracy. There's like a fucking solar flares. Or
There's so many goofballs out everywhere in the world.
I heard somebody say that.
Everything's a conspiracy.
What's a solar flare?
So the sun shoots off flares. It like literally like will shoot off like hot flares. Those flares can affect our satellites. If we got a solar storm, which would be a multitude
flares everywhere,
it could fucking knock all of our satellites.
It'll fry the satellites, and you're fucked.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? With now, like we have the technology to predict when that's gonna happen. Like we would know, like, hey, we're gonna get fucked. But like, that's not what happened. It's just AT&T went out.
Joe Biden's dog bit 24 Secret Service members. Dude, that's crazy.
That's fucking nuts.
Biden's dog's out here fucking.
If your dog bit one person, you got to shoot him. But his dog bit 24 people.
No, I mean it depends. Oh,
dude, my dog bit a dog, and they wanted me to put it to sleep. No,
Did
they
you
were like,
shoot it?
No, fuck it. I just didn't let it outside no more. I killed my
I just
dog.
think how bad it is. Yeah, if it bites a little kid and fucks him up, yeah, they'll probably not have to put that dog down. But that's just funny, like Biden's dog just running around biting Secret Service people.
What if you
that
find
seems
it-
like
I think it's his second dog.
Episode of Veep.
What if it was? Wouldn't it be funny if it was really Biden, but they just had to blame it on the dog?
Yeah, like Joey B's out here biting again.
Remember, he was like sniffing hair. He likes a good fart.
I don't see Joey getting around on all fours too well though.
No, but I see him huffing farts.
If he goes down, he's breaking a hip.
Yeah, Joe gets on all fours, he ain't coming back up.
No, but he definitely likes to huff
You're
farts.
Secret
and
Service, and you just got to take that dog biting again, like this motherfucking
I'm
dog
like, will someone please try to
bit
shoot
me
him
again. I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. Wendy Williams Whoever let Wendy Williams documentary come out. What is this?
So Wendy, if you didn't hear anything about this,
I heard she has Alzheimer's.
no one knows what exactly she has. She has like 3 different illnesses, and then like if you watch the documentary at first, they don't announce the illnesses. So her eyes are bugging out of her head. She has this like disease. Which, like,
wait, so it's just like the documentary is just about like what's wrong with Wendy Williams?
It makes her look fucking horrible. I mean, it makes her look like she's fucked up beyond like for one, she's drinking a lot during the thing. Then she's like they keep saying she's vaping something. She was vaping like regular vape juice. They like made that, but like I will say this, like her kids actually seem like they cared about her. Then like she's under some conservative shit like from Britney Spears that Wells Fargo has her money and won't let her have it. So like I pretty much think like they made this documentary, put it out, Lifetime like filmed it, and I think she got paid to do it. But like, dude, she got fucking exploited.
Right, but I mean, when was it when she like passed out on stage? Like 2-3 years ago? It wasn't like she's been gone for that long. Like she was.
Well, no, but like did you see this?
No, I did
dude,
not.
She looks.
She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
She's terrible. She has mental health issues. She has physical issues. She has.
So what? She just fell off the rails after she faded on TV. It was a wrap.
Well, no, she was sick then, and then she kept getting sicker. And then, like, what happened was they showed during the documentary her kids lived down in Florida. So her son and her nephew lived down there, and they like do care about her. They took her down there, didn't let her drink, made sure she ate right, everything like that. During that part of it, she was fucking fine. Like, you know, she looked a lot.
She was getting fucked up.
She looked a lot better. She still had that thing where her eyes were like, but like she sounded great. As soon as she came back to New York, and there's like this dude who like oversees everything. He doesn't want her to drink, but she has other people that will go get her liquor and shit like that. And like, dude, she was polishing off. You never know how much, but like they would come in, there'd be like a half a fifth would be drank. She'd be like, the dude would go to grab it. She'd flip the fuck out. She was.
What does Wendy Williams drink on?
She was drinking vodka, and then like she was calling like the lady doing her nails. She called her stupid, and then she said like the girl was like ignoring her, and then she was like, "I'm gonna go downstairs and go get something to eat." She was like, "That's exactly what your fat ass needs."
Ha!
So like I'm like, dude, she's not in the right state of mind. You know what I mean? Like she was treating people like shit, and it was like, but then like it was just fucking sad, and I'm like, whoever signed off on this to let this come out. Like doesn't like
give a fuck. Maybe Wendy needs some money.
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe she's hurting for some ducats.
Well, that's right, because the Wells Fargo froze her bank account. She has no fucking money, and she's still living a lap of luxury.
You gotta make a cuckoo fucking.
I can't believe they can just freeze her money like that. That's cold blooded.
Well, here's the thing. I seen another documentary before where there's a scam about that. Where like there was this doctor in this town, and he would like go to these old people. They'd come see him. He'd mark them down as senile. Next thing you know, they'd have a caretaker come. The caretaker would come in. They were all in on it together. Say, you can't live on your own.
We're all blind.
Then the caretaker would go to the judge and say, you need a conservatorship. These people were like normal 75-year-old people. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm fine.
That's a nice little scam.
And then they would take their money, put them in this home where they were getting overcharged. So all these people were on this scam. By the time, after like a year or two, the people's money would be sucked out because they couldn't afford to live in like the nicer home.
So then they're on state or
they're
like
in
federal,
state home with no fucking money, no house, no nothing. And it's like their kids are like, how the fuck can you do this? But it's actually like legal. It's fucked up.
That is fucked up, buddy. Pastor said if he was on a jury and a woman got sexually assaulted and dresses provocatively, he would let the suspect go free. Oh, you're a real weirdo, buddy.
Play this. If you people out here on not this.
You find more women go in those places with shorts than you will women with pants and dresses put together. Try it. If you got time, try it. Have your boy go up there and try it. Just watch for him. Have your girl go up there and watch for it. And you know, I used to say this. You know, I haven't said this in a long time. You ready? I said, if you dress like that and you get raped and I'm on the jury, he's going to go free.
Jesus Christ. Turn this cook off.
But so, like, that's why he made corn.
Is this dude
he's a pastor.
Preaching?
He's a pastor.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't said this in a long time. Y'all ready for it?
Yeah. And it's like,
I'm going to go viral.
Like, who the fuck is sitting there listening to
that's what I was thinking the whole time.
How about this? How about he just fucking got himself out of jury duty for the rest of his life?
Oh, that's true. Well, that dude, he only got one more jury duty left.
Yeah, he got too many jury duties in there.
I think that he just meant what he said. I think
for sure.
And he might be a serial rapist. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
that's
pedophile. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. He's like, what am I supposed to do when a woman comes in wearing a dress? I'm not supposed to rape her.
He's like, that's what I'm supposed. God said, go forth and reproduce.
Yeah, like, dude, what a fucking scumbag. And if you're sitting there listening to him, I mean, you have to be like, if you have a wife, daughters, even if you're a regular fucking guy, you're like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's not.
This dude's leading us down the wrong path.
You put your money in the basket, you just take it right back out. Like, nah, I'm good,
dude.
I'm going to Denny's. This place sucks.
Yeah, I'm going to Cracker Barrel.
That's the kind of creep you'll find out like 6 years from now. Spent all of his money on hookers. You know what I mean?
For sure. He has a dark side. You don't say shit like that.
No, yeah, he's a
You don't
weirdo.
accuse everybody else of having a problem unless you're fucking hiding something.
Brother in arms, Sage Steele asked by ESPN to stop supporting Riley Gaines, female swimmer who is against men competing in women's sports.
That was fucking. I agree with her 1,000% on this. She Sage Steele is ESPN analyst. She got so I watched this. She got an email from ESPN saying, "Hey, listen, stop supporting Riley Gaines. Riley Gaines is like the swimmer who's against transgender men competing with them." And she was like, "This is total bullshit. I don't care if I lose my fucking job." She didn't say fucking shit. I don't care if I lose my job. She was like, "You can't come to me with the science, with any answer that's going to change my mind or make it right. Like, guys and girls should not be competing together in sports like this."
Dude, ESPN like continuously gets crushed for like being like such pussies.
They're uber woke,
and they
dude.
just keep putting. It keeps happening, and they keep doing it. It's just like,
and they keep losing.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess nobody watches ESPN like they used to, but like it's still like obviously gigantic. But like they can't stay out of their own fucking way.
How can you try to censor someone that is your talent for their personality?
Well,
and you're telling them what they can and can't say.
All she's
That's
saying
nonsense.
is she support. So like, here's the weird thing.
All she's saying is, I agree with her.
Like supports her. Like she like retweets her tweets, likes her tweets, supports her. Like it's a woman supporting another fucking woman against a situation. Like I'll be honest, it's fucking crazy. Transgender women should not be allowed to compete with regular women. It's fucking stupid.
Absolutely.
Would we let transgender women, like if you were a dude before you transgendered into a woman, would we let them fucking fight a woman in UFC? Fuck no.
They do though. Have you ever seen any of those fights where transgender women have fought real women? And beat the fucking Christ out of them, dude.
That's just crazy.
Like,
I can't believe Dana White would let that.
I don't think it was like
no,
UFC.
not UFC.
It was
it's
like
not
some off-brand
UFC.
shit.
But it's like MMA fights.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you should go to jail for that. What you just did to this broad.
But like, if you look at like the hierarchy of that, I always look at UFC's at the top, and you got a dude like Dana White who's like very conservative. He would fucking never let that happen.
No, because he knows that it's unfair advantage.
To someone who people who do that are just fucking using people and like
they're selling a product, and if people want to watch it, they're gonna sell it.
Right. I just think it's total fucking bullshit. I mean, that's just my opinion. I'm pretty sure whatever. I care less if people agree with me or not. That's just where I stand.
Whoever has.
Yeah, just say it, man. Say what you feel.
That's the truth. I mean, I'm not one of them dudes like, what do you think? No, that's what I think. There's no fucking way in the whole fucking world that a transgender woman should compete with a regular woman for any sport. That's just my opinion. Now, if you're playing fucking the Pittsburgh Sports League softball and shit, go ahead. Like, if you're like, yeah. But in like competitive high school, college, and professional sports, it'd be like if LeBron James fucking put on a dress and just started dunking on bitches.
That'd be sweet, though, dude.
What's that?
If LeBron say, I want to play in the WNBA.
This is Juwanna Mann.
And he just want to start cramming on everybody.
Yeah, like that would be like, but after a while, like you would realize instantly, like, this isn't fair.
They would hate on it. Yeah, like, oh my God, why is he doing that?
But it would be funny.
I'd watch it.
Candlelight vigil for Hooters in West Virginia. So yeah, like the main Hooters in West Virginia was closing, and they got together to give it a candlelight vigil. Hooters aren't surviving, man. They're shutting down countrywide,
Because they're competing with transgender women over there.
But like Hooters are legit.
Dude, and here's the thing about fucking Hooters, man. I mean, in our generation, that was like the first like closest thing we seen to a strip club when we were 14 or 13. Yeah, you go.
Hey, remember me, you, and John went down there for the bikini contest?
But that was way after my first
time. Yeah, you
time.
dudes were 26.
Yeah.
No. We were
like
young.
16.
Yeah, we were 16.
But I remember my first Hooters trip, and I'll never forget it. It was like our friend's dad took us. Weird Cecere, he passed away. He was the best. But like he took us to a Steeler game, and after like the game was freezing. I remember he's like, "You guys want to go get something to eat?" And he was like, "We were 13 and 14." He was like, "I'll take you guys to Hooters." And like that was my first time in Hooters, and I'll never forget it. Like seeing like the cleavage and the shorts, and I'm like the butt cheeks, and I was like, "This is the best." And I just feel like it's a staple. Like they shouldn't get rid of it. Like I get it, they got other spots now. You know what I mean?
It's like a milestone.
Dude, you know what an underrated part of the Hooters uniform was or is like the stockings.
That's my turn on.
Dude,
what they call
like
pantyhose.
Yeah, the
does that turn you on?
That's
only at Hooters.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the shimmer they got that goes
It's like
on.
the 80s.
Dude,
right
that's
there.
my.
Don't ever ask me if anything turns me on ever again, by the way, dude. Does that turn you on?
Does that do it for you, Jack?
That made me fucking so uncomfortable.
But I'm saying that gets your fucking motor running.
Yeah, it gets me jammed
You're
up.
like, dude, I'm raw cord right now.
But I'm saying, yeah, absolutely. That was like my first experience, like with like getting a boner, seeing a chick, and I remember it was like that stuck with me ever since.
Hairspray, they smelled all good.
And they'd come over with your wings and you just keep refilling your
The
root
wings
beer.
are so terrible.
Curly fries.
The wings were great when you were 13.
Oh, yeah.
It was like eating fucking
Everything
steak.
was great when you're 13. You see a titty or an ass cheek.
Yeah,
you
you're
drink
like
6 fucking
But dude, we went
Cokes.
there for the fucking bikini contest. The bus was the fucking judge of the thing. Me, John, and Z-Bird were just sitting there in the
He
corner.
gave us his autograph.
Yeah, we got his autograph.
He was cool as fuck.
Yeah, dude, we got pictures with all the girls.
Dude, the bus was the reason they didn't kick us out.
Maybe.
No, I'm telling you, like the bus. I remember them like saying something, and like
Yeah, because there was a weird
We were
age
young.
there.
We were very
You
young.
couldn't be like 16. You kind of need somebody to be 18 to be there. But there was there was definitely like
I'm 100. I swear to God, I'll die on this hill. I'm not saying the bus like went up and said don't kick them out, but I remember like us like talking to like getting the bus's autograph. It wasn't. You didn't take a picture with the. We didn't have.
Yeah,
phones
there was
and
none of that.
But I remember like right after that, like they went to kick us out. Something happened, and then like they didn't make us leave.
Yeah, we sat there like right next to his booth and watched the whole bikini
And the
contest.
boss loved it. Like,
Yeah,
you seen
he
some
loved
young-
us, dude.
Boss loves cooters. So did we.
Yeah,
you know?
he was like, man, I like these guys.
we did another animal die at the Pittsburgh Zoo. A hawk passed away.
Dude, they're dropping like fucking
Yeah.
flies.
Something's going
I wonder
on.
if there's like some bird flu going around the
No,
zoo.
you
or
know
some
what?
shit.
I was thinking, like, you know how you hear about those like nurses that think they're
Oh,
like doing
it's-
everybody's favorite killing them?
I put it.
There's
it
a
on.
zookeeper killing
I
them.
put it on wrong. It was a sea lion named Hawk.
Oh, see, yeah.
I thought it was
Sea
a hawk
lion
that
named
died.
Law. Z-Bird wrote this episode, so there was
Some typos.
yeah, popular sea. Damn, a sea lion. I don't care.
There's
Like,
so
I didn't-
much
I
shit
really,
dying.
There is.
Yeah.
I didn't really give a shit about the hawk, but a sea lion, that's sad.
Yeah, I mean,
Man.
you know, there's not many sea lion left in Pittsburgh.
You know the jacket you can make out of that thing? That's some nice leather there, pal.
What, sea lion?
Yeah, look at that. You see how shiny that motherfucker is?
Sea lion will fuck you up.
Yeah, dude.
Speaking of sea lions, John Cena starts an OnlyFans. But he's one of the most generous people ever. You had to throw that in there?
Yeah, dude, because John Cena.
He's a generous lover.
Yeah,
Nah, because he started. Dude, for one, John Cena.
He's just blown, dude.
Yeah,
Nah.
John Cena's a fucking geek, man.
Man, you don't fuck you. John Cena.
Is he your favorite?
No, but John Cena, I don't know if you knew this, but he's granted the most Make-A-Wishes out of anybody in the whole world.
That is nice of John Cena. I'll give him that.
And John Cena, not only that, he like is known for donating so much money to veterans, doing nice things, and not getting like
Not bringing cameras with him and
not
shit.
bringing cameras with him. And like this OnlyFans isn't for. It's not him fucking stroking his cock.
He's not pulling his meat out.
I read the thing, and it's donating all the money. I don't know what it is.
Good for
Cena,
him.
there's something about Cena. He rubs me the wrong way. He's like weird. I don't know. I'm not a Cena
Yeah,
guy.
I hate people that like help dying kids. It's funny.
I said that
What
was
a
nice.
piece of shit.
But I'm not saying he weirds me out. Why are you such a John Cena guy?
Because what he does for the veterans and the dying kids, I mean, how the fuck could you not root for him?
Yeah, that's something.
Go
you're
smell
weird.
some fucking farts, you
Oh,
sicko.
man, that's your friend John.
You piece of shit.
Mom blends in with school teachers to beat up. Mom blends in with school kids to beat up a teacher. This reminded me of some older shit.
Yeah.
She can't be the one that blended in.
She's only 4'10".
Yeah, she's 4'10".
She looks like she's fucking 93.
But she had a hoodie on.
Dude, think back at all. Yeah, you put
She
a
had to
hoodie.
put a mask
you put a
on.
hoodie on.
Yeah.
You don't fucking know any better.
Them bags ain't fucking 43. I'll tell you that.
Think about older days though. When there was like East Hills and Hazelwood fighting, there was crazy shit going on up there. There was a ton of dudes walking around there that didn't go to older
Grown
days.
ass dudes.
Like dudes in their 20s like coming up to school and like fighting battles, walking through the hallways.
People
like,
you
weird
ain't
as
seen in
fuck.
school since you were a freshman.
No, people that like didn't even go.
Like 25-year-old dudes.
25-year-old dudes. It was fucking goofy.
Yeah, I went
as
to
fuck.
school there with you guys. Michael, you've been there the least out of all three of us.
I was there for that, though.
That happened a few times. I remember looking like, who brought their uncle here to fucking fight? That's
Yeah.
fucking
Whose
crazy.
dad is that?
I
Yeah.
remember dudes pulling up in cars on the side of school, like back where everyone hung out.
I
to
remember
smoke.
that too, but I
Yeah.
remember like seeing dudes in the hallway, like up on like the third floor, like what the fuck is going on, dude?
Right, it didn't snort until the dudes from Hazelwood started going to school there, and that was like our second year, our sophomore year. Our freshman year, it would have been your freshman year, but our freshman year, dudes from Hazelwood didn't.
They went to Brashear.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then when they switched, it was.
I even know they even went to South, and it's South
and
fucking
Brashear.
closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drew Mateo, that's Adrian and Adriana in Sopranos.
Yeah.
She started an OnlyFans and she paid off her mortgage within the first day.
First 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Are these recent photos?
Yeah, I think she has fired this up very recently.
She's still
hot.
looking very hot.
Yeah, Adriana's looking pretty
52.
good. She's 52?
52.
Yeah, fire up that OnlyFans and pay off that mortgage. So I was looking at this picture earlier. Dude, is that Beaver? Is that side Beaver?
I was
we're
gonna
looking
say,
at here,
is
dude?
that like a corner of the butt cheek there? I don't know.
I think it's a piece of the butt cheek.
Yeah, like
You think
she's
it's-
sitting.
oh,
It's
okay.
like it's coiffed.
I'll tell you what, she looks as good now as she did on fucking Sopranos.
Yeah, she looks good.
You know who'd love to huff her farts?
Old Uncle John.
Johnny Arbuckle.
Old Uncle John. This is a crazy clip. There was two hillbillies at the Orlando Magic game. Kevin Durant came jogging out. They called him a bitch. He immediately turned around and confronted them.
Yeah.
They immediately backpedaled, and then the dude asked him to be on his podcast.
Yeah, this is great.
It was uncomfortable.
She's trying to splow him up.
Dude, so this goes on for like a minute here.
Yeah.
And then the dude's just like, he's like, oh, well, we're fans. Like, I have a podcast. And like pretty much asked him to be on his podcast. They look like they could be like from the run. They look like some Greenfield locals.
They look like they may have a kid in the basement chained
Yeah.
up.
They look like people that would send me a message to go to Spearmint Rhino.
But they didn't get, I don't think they got booted because he immediately was like, all right, you guys are some fucking hillbillies. Leave me, I'm not worth my time.
And the thing is,
The yell bitch is wild. There's like nobody in the arena yet, and she's just like, bitch. Like,
yeah, and like the thing about like he could have got them kicked out 100%.
1,000%.
But the thing is,
she tries to splow them up immediately. She got her hand on like,
now here's the weird thing.
They're deep into some IPAs there too. That ain't a light beer they're sipping on. That's an IPA.
She's schmammy, dude.
Yeah,
she's
they're
drinking,
fucking murder.
She's drinking a shock top right now.
They won them tickets somehow because
for
those are
sure.
floor seats.
Yeah, they're good seats. They might not be their seats. They might have like walked down and fucking.
Yeah, 'cause
before-
it's like
so, yeah,
pregame,
it's
yeah.
5:30.
Well-
Game don't start for 2 hours.
Well, her husband got a podcast called Huff and Farts. He got over 7 YouTube subscribers, so he was trying to get Kevin Durant on there to fart for him. So didn't work out the way he planned.
Pittsburgh Scanner had a couple good ones. The Crack and Hooker party over in Homewood definitely looked like a good time. It was like Friday evening,
Yeah.
and it was just like, and they were like, there's people smoking crack in the street, and there's some hookers going on as well. That's how you start off your weekend, dude. And, like, if you're gonna call and be like, "Oh, people were smoking crack and fucking prostitutes," like, mind your business and do whatever you do on your weekends. That's what these people want to do with their time.
And here's
Let
a-
them spend it how they want to.
I'll tell you from someone who smoked crack. Here's exactly what happened. Someone didn't have enough money to keep smoking crack. They wouldn't let them hang out, and they fucking narked. They said if I can't, they were like, "What do you mean I can't stay?" They're like, dude, if you don't got another more money to throw in, you can't have no more crack.
Yeah, you just can't be hanging out and not cracking.
Yeah, you can't. You just can't
No
hang out
money.
and get free hit and get in the
Yeah,
push.
right.
So like, we're like, you gotta go. So he left immediately. Found someone with a cell phone. Made a phone call. Tried to break up the party.
He said immediately found someone with a cell phone.
Yeah, he didn't have one. He already sold his for a hit of crack, and then like now he like tried to ruin a crack party. I'm assuming the crack party didn't get ruined.
Now, do you notice the Pittsburgh Scanner here wouldn't give the street name because he don't want to narc anybody out? I don't know who this Pittsburgh Scanner is, but do you think the Pittsburgh Scanner is like, dude, I'm going to smoke crack and fuck some hookers?
Like, dude, I've been fucking hookers and smoking crack all night, and this dude just called the
like,
heat.
I've been listening to this Scanner for fucking 2 years now,
Yeah.
waiting for a hooker and crack party over in Homewood. It finally came through. Let's go.
And you don't give me the address.
You just gotta ask yourself if you're him, why not?
Yeah, right. You're getting invited to a crazy party.
Yeah, like you got access now. You know exactly where there's crack. You know exactly where there's hookers.
Yeah,
and it's like
grab $50 and head over.
Right, go on over there.
Smoke a little crack, buy a little hooker with crack. You know, boom.
You're upset about Hawk dying at the zoo. Go ahead and kill your pain with some crack and hookers. You know what I mean?
Everybody mourns like that.
Yeah.
Rosado & Sons Landscaping. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. They offer landscaping, pressure washing, snow removal, gardening, lawn maintenance, sod lawns, complete installation, shrub maintenance, retaining walls, complete spraying services, and more. They put in the work so you don't have to. Transform your yard today and call Rosado & Sons Landscaping at 412-521-9045. Tell them Z-Bird sent you and get a special discount. Need to move? Call Miracle Movers, 412-419-2620. They're a team of experienced and professional movers dedicated to providing clients with the best possible service. They will work with you to create a custom moving plan that fits your specific needs and budget. They're also fully bonded and insured. So give Miracle Movers a call, 412-419-2620. Having electrical problems? Don't know where to turn? Call Vance Hall at Plug Electric, 412-298-6770. 412-298-6770. That's Vance Hall at Plug Electric. Car problems suck, especially if the problem is too big for you to fix yourself. You don't know where to take your car and you don't know who to trust. Well, let me talk to you about Meineke Car Care, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Oil changes, brakes, maintenance, pretty much anything you need is in their wheelhouse. So if you need a hand making your car problems suck less, call Meineke Car Care Center, 412-451-8968. Ask for Arthur, 412-451-8968. Bath Factory and Windows. You dream it, they build it. 412-951-3939. From your bathroom to your windows, transform your home with Bath Factory and Windows. You can also find them at bathfactorywindows.com. 412-951-3939. 412-951-3939. Are your steps and sidewalks starting to crack? Do you miss it when they actually look nice and clean? Call Giuseppe & Sons. They handle repairs and replacements. 412-421-6711. These are the guys you can trust to help you with all your masonry work in the Pittsburgh area. That's Giuseppe & Sons. 412-421-6711.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Real quick, just to remind everyone, this is the last week you can buy the St. Patrick's Day merch. It's posted on our Facebook. It's posted on our Instagram on the link. If you need to get a hold of one of us, this private message will send you the link. We actually got like 3 pretty sweet hoodies and then exactly like 3 t-shirts like the hoodies. Really cool St. Patrick's Day stuff this year. And coming up April 5th, we've got a big comedy show coming up at the Square Hill Sports Bar. There's going to be a lot of people on. Everyone's going to be doing like 15 to 20 minute sets. So I know for now it's like me, Bill Crawford, my buddy Chris Mons from South Carolina. We'll see if we can get old Shuley back up on stage. But it's going to be a really good time. Tickets will be available this week. I'll be posting them so you can check that out. And then obviously last Saturday of every month, if you want to come to Cage Rage at Spearmint Rhino, message me whenever you want. Just let me know to put you on the list. We'll put you on the list. All right, guys, looks like we're about to jump into grinding gears. Shuley, what's grinding them gears?
I'm not a big, fancy guy like when I eat, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have your hands on the table, like none of that shit. The thing that drives me nuts is you ever sat with someone that bangs their fucking utensils off their teeth when they fucking eat, or like bites into the fork?
I mean, yeah. Do you think like a bunch of times, or
like constantly, dude?
Oh no!
Like I
no.
couldn't even fucking eat, dude. I was like disgusted.
You were eating with a person that was biting a fork.
So there was a few people there, you know what I mean, and it wasn't like a fancy place. It was like an eating park, but there was a bunch of people there, and everybody's like talking about a good time. And this fucking one dude was just like,
it was somebody you were with
at the table with me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It wasn't my
Well,
folk.
one of your people, but
Wasn't
yeah,
my folk, dog. You know what I mean? But dude, it was just like
someone
biting.
brought in the Neanderthal.
Yeah, it was just like
oh my,
clinking
no.
it off your teeth,
Ugh.
like dude, like I can't even eat no more, man.
No,
Like,
that's crazy.
Have some couth.
Nobody said anything.
I mean, not to them. You know, me and Rosa were fucking shredding people. You know,
I never encountered that.
What's that? Someone biting their fork?
Like,
not even just biting, it's just like
though.
clanging it.
Everybody's like bitten their fork on accident, like once.
But not like consistently.
No, I'm not
like,
saying like chewing on their fork, but just like it clinks
But
off
even,
their
like,
teeth every
consistently.
You're just
time.
hearing the metal in their
Like,
mouth.
you know, you got lips.
That would
to,
make
like,
me lock my jaw.
Dude, I'm thinking of it right now, Rosa. It's like fingernails on a chalkboard. I'm like, no, I'd rather listen to that before I go to bed than fucking listen to someone clanking their fork or their spoon off their teeth. Like, you have lips for a reason.
Yeah, it's so easy to avoid too.
But like no one ever, your parents didn't
no doubt.
tell you
I was
that?
gonna say like
Nobody ever told you that. Your wife didn't tell you that.
No one showed you. Hey, he has a wife.
I mean, they were together. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's. I mean, no one's taught you how to eat. And like,
Yeah. Like I said, this was not.
I seen
me
this.
or my wife's
I seen this
circle.
kid on. I seen this kid on TikTok, and like he didn't know. He like takes. He gets his food and he takes like one like big bite and like swallow it. Like he didn't like know how to eat. You know what I mean? And it was when I say kid, he was in his 20s. He would just like say he was eating like a piece of like pot roast or something. He would take one like giant bite and then just give it a and just like choke it down, dude, to the point where you think like this kid's gonna choke to death. But he would just keep doing it. He doesn't like didn't know how to eat, like never really knew how to eat like properly and like fucking.
Who's your parents?
Dude, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
but not even who's your parents. Does that you don't feel that?
Yeah,
like,
you gotta fix it.
You don't
gotta
feel
fix
that clanging off your fucking.
It's
your
just one of those
bicuspid?
things you get like so far in, you probably don't even notice it anymore.
Like I mean, I can handle like people like chew with their mouth open.
Sure,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
especially dudes.
elbows on the table, whatever.
That I can handle that. The clanging, I just you're eat with your hands.
I'm an elbows on the table guy.
But dudes are different. You know what I mean? Guys are different. But
I never really understood that you can't put your elbows. Like, where the fuck you put your elbows down? When you sit like
Right,
this the whole
dude.
time?
Like this. They want you to eat like this.
Well,
But
forearms out.
Yeah, like well, I mean that's how else do you do it?
I don't know. I don't eat like that.
I don't either.
I don't
You
clang
put
my
your bows
foot.
on the table.
It's weird. Me and Addie eat in the living room. So like either if I have like a little like we have like them little trays, or I'll just put it right on the fucking.
Well, see, dude, once you have kids, you have to like tell them like, don't eat like a fucking pig. You know what I mean?
right.
Like,
So they're not just swallowing
right.
their food.
Well,
or, like,
not only that, like, dude, sometimes if I let my girls go, they'll like eat green beans like with their hands. You know, it's like okay, we have forks.
Yeah, right.
Girls, we got forks here.
You're disgusting.
Yeah, I just don't fucking chew on the
Right.
fork, and we're
Right.
fine.
Yeah, that would have ruined my meal.
Yeah, and the thing is,
What was he eating?
everything he ate, salad.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck he ate for his main course, like
Ugh.
probably the dessert. I don't know. I kept looking. Rosa's on my left. I'm like,
Why are you going to eat park with strangers?
oh,
Weird situation.
Jack. I'm ashamed to even tell you. No, it's just one of those things. One of those things. When you have
One
a
of them things we
family,
got sucked into something.
Yeah, you gotta
You
fucking
agreed to something, and next thing you know, you're at a eating
No,
park
no,
with strangers.
No, Jack, that's where you're wrong. I agreed to nothing. I got sucked into something. You know what I mean? Thanks, Rose.
Zebra, what do you got?
I think for me, and I'm not like trying to like shit on anyone, but like when we do that, like the Spearmint Rhino thing, that cage rage, it's packed. Like Larry's with me, it's packed. Larry's on one side, I'm on the other. It's fucking crazy, and there's like you can't hear anything. You can't like really like someone will come up, usually splow you up what's up, my man? How you doing? And walk away because you guys can't hear each other. Someone grabbed me up and tried to have a conversation with me when I was like in the middle of something, and I hate when they can't take the hint. And I'm like, I'm gonna get back over here, my man. And it was like, oh, dude, you gotta talk to dude. And I'm like, listen, I gotta get back over. And they kept like, they followed me like they were a fucking lost dog. And like finally, like to the point where like I'm walking into the ring and I'm looking behind me and they're behind me.
In the ring?
Like walking up the steps and like they're behind me. I'm like, get the fuck out.
This is my thing, not yours.
And the dude was like looking like this and had his fucking phone out ready to be. And I'm like. And it's almost, I'm like, dude.
Were they so fucked up?
They were fucked up, but it was like they were fucked up, but they weren't fucked up. They should have known better. Like,
right.
Dude, when you tell someone like, all right, my man, good seeing you. That's it.
I'm shutting it down right there.
And that's what I said. Hey, my man, good seeing you. It's just crazy in here. And then like you turn around, they're right there. And you're like, dude, hitting you. And I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, what's up? Everything cool? You all right? Like, no, you having a problem? No, thanks for yeah, no problem. And then they just were relentless. And I'm like, dude, this is too much. Like, you know what I mean? This went on for like, and it's going to seem not like a long time when I say it, but in there, 7 minutes is an eternity.
Oh, that's so long.
Especially
Dude,
when you're trying to dodge the
When I came out of the ring, like in between rounds, they were still there. Trying to talk to me in between it. There's a girl who does the card, was in their way. And I'm like, dude, and like the person running is like looking at me. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. like you can't be here. Like move. You know what I mean? And it was just like driving me insane. And like the conversation.
It's tough to be a star, man.
It wasn't even being a star. I think everyone.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown,
that's
Michael.
True. Everyone that was there was looking for a friend. You know what I mean? That's what I felt like that night. Like
that's what the girls are here for, bud.
I know. Go get a lap dance or something, dude.
Yeah,
You know
right?
what I mean? Like
I won't pay for it.
I mean, like I walked over by Eagle Tits. There, he made new friends.
You're getting swarmed eagle tits.
He got sucked in, and I like bailed on that situation.
Yeah. Oh, you trapped on Eagle Tits.
I couldn't.
It's every man for themselves in situations like that.
Like Eagle Tits, like
I'll leave you to die.
I did that to you and my dad the one day at my grandparents' house.
Yeah. Yep.
But that's like a rough situation. Just like a heads up to people. Like when someone says, "My man, it's good seeing you," and splows you up. That's it.
That's crazy, my man. That's it.
Hey, thanks for coming out, bro.
Yeah.
Good to see
When
you.
you give them the "my man" and like anything "my man" ends it. "My man."
That should be the ender.
And then you give them the shoulder. You know what I mean? That should be enough.
Right, and if you have to, you chief him, and then it's over with.
Yeah, like and this just there's
all right, chief.
No getting out. Thank God they called me in the back, and then like I was like, this person at that point, I was like, you can't come back here.
The DJ saved you.
No, like the back room where the managers are at. Like they were like, come back here for a second. I'm like, bro, go back where you were at. You got to go find something to do. I'm busy.
Were they there solo?
No, but the person they were with was fucking incoherent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were on planet Zelda or searching for aliens. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I understand that part of it, but it's like I'll get you in, but after that you're on your own.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
sometimes
I can only
LJ
do so much.
LJ will wake up like super early, like asshole early, and like I'll just turn on the TV to whatever's on. It'll be like 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Alf was on the other day.
I love Alf.
Yeah, I couldn't fucking believe it. Like I'm sitting there, it's 5 in the morning.
What are you
feeding
watching?
him.
Me TV?
Yeah, dude, I have no idea what it was like. What I left it on. I must have like sat on it. It got on. Like, I don't know where.
That sounds like one of those like antenna channels right
Yeah,
there that has
where
Alf
the
on
fuck
it.
is Alf coming from?
What LJ think of Alf?
He liked him.
Yeah.
He was eating cats and
So
shit.
my gear runner had
cat.
something to do with there was a cat, him eating cat jokes like immediately. I'm like, Alf, just I remember it.
Mel Mac.
Mel Mac.
But so if I'm writing, this wasn't this week because Zebra did it, but like the last like 2 weeks, I'm like writing the podcast. And like I usually try to do it when like LJ's like taking a nap, trying to squeeze it in. He doesn't respect my writing my writing time.
Your creative freedom.
I'm trying to put magic together here, buddy. Your dad runs a fucking highly successful podcast, and he has to fucking get these ideas on paper, and you're fucking it up, dude. It's just like, I'm in a creative flow.
Daddy needs his magic time.
Yeah, fucking he'll just start crying like, dude, I'm producing, my man. I'm producing.
Get off my back, kid.
You're fucking me up. This is your inheritance you're fucking with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You want generational wealth or not?
Take the nap, kid. You're fucking us over here in the long run.
Or can't you watch Elf? That's it.
He's eating pussy all day.
It was.
He's a great role model.
It took me till I was fucking 40 years old till I knew Elf meant alien life form.
Yeah, dude. No,
I didn't. I just thought his name was Elf. I didn't know it was alien life form.
Well, his name was Elf.
But
that's why they called him Elf.
It was an acronym for alien life form.
Weird show. But yeah, LJ doesn't respect my writing process at all. And then I've realized. So I had a couple drinks on Saturday. I was nothing crazy, but I was feeling good.
This is the first time you drank since you had the
Wasn't
baby?
the first, but this is probably the furthest I've taken it since
the
the
best.
baby. Yeah, I think it was the second time. The first time I really drank, I don't think I took it too hard. I don't know, but it wasn't feeling great on Sunday, and I just it's Tuesday, still don't feel great, and which is weird because like I said, I didn't really take it that crazy, but there's no. Now, when you have a baby, you don't recoup that sleep ever. That sleep is gone forever. You're not like, all right, I'm gonna catch a nap. I'm gonna try to get this back here. I'm gonna try to catch up here. You don't catch up. It is gone in the wind.
All right, from a father of twins, bro. I used to think you could I need to catch up my sleep this weekend. No.
The
only thing you do is when your body really needs it. It shuts down.
And they fight for their lives.
Well, no. Well, I mean, you when you get the chance to sleep, the 1 second you and Lindy will be alone, you're like, dude, I'm gonna smash this. You're gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Out, dude. There's no more you and her time until this motherfucker can exist on his own.
Gets the skull.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you're like, Wednesdays. I love Wednesdays. You know what I mean? But
there's no.
You never catch up, bro.
There's no recouping sleep. Yeah,
No.
once it's gone, it's fucking gone.
Yeah, that's like a hangover, dude. You're just robbing fucking happiness from the day before, day after.
Dude, it really is.
LJ got no respect for your drinking or your podcast.
No, he really doesn't.
You gotta teach this kid, dude. You want me to straighten him out for you?
Like I said, fucking up the inheritance, kid.
Whether a recent storm has damaged your home's gutter system or your roof requires an update, at Allen Construction, they are equipped with the tools and skills to accomplish any job you throw their way. Roofing, windows, siding, soffit and fascia, gutters and spouts. You won't regret calling Allen Construction. 412-954-8337 or visit allenconstructionpgh.com. That's ALAN constructionpgh.com. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim firstly to be a company that is principle-driven and achieve this by valuing the importance of ethical business practices, creating exceptional relationships with both customers and employees. Their high standards derive from a focus to detail and a priority on their reputation. So give them a call at 412-915-1694. 412-915-1694. Need a new retaining wall? Call Just Walls, 412-889-4401. They're fully insured and are the guys for the job. That's Just Walls, 412-889-4401. Need help with roofing, siding, gutters, downspouts, or soffit and fascia? You should talk to SNL Remodeling LLC, 412-628-9717. 412-628-9717, and tell them GFP sent you. Capizzuto's Pizza, 422 Greenfield Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA. Do you like pizza? Of course you do. Capizzuto's has everything you need. Check out their food by Googling Capizzuto's Pizza Pittsburgh and click on their menu. You won't regret it. You know them, you love them. They have been serving the area for over 28 years. Greater Pitt Tree Service. They offer tree and shrub trimming, pruning, and removal. Have a tree that looks like it could be a problem? They'll come by and assess the situation. Schedule your service today, 412-312-4651. Want to learn more? Check out their website, greaterpitttreeservicepa.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Thank you so much for sticking around. Don't forget about our St. Patrick's Day sale and the Call Me Show coming up April 5th. It looks like we're about to jump into what would Greenfield do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
Would you rather have a magic van that could teleport you anywhere you want and time travel anywhere you want, or a magic ring that when it touches a book, you absorb all the knowledge inside. Huh. And you retain that information?
Yeah.
So
that's a tough one there,
That
dude.
is a tough
'Cause
one.
as soon as you said that, I thought of that song like, boom, boom, do the magic bus, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd rather have the information because knowledge is power.
But I get that, and you're on the right track. But what I mean, anytime I think about teleporting, I think of Back to the Future, and I think of going back and getting the sports almanac.
Yeah, you are a gambler. You are a fucking.
And I would love to go back and like go fucking, for instance, go back to 1995. I know the Steelers are going to lose the Super Bowl. I'm only fucking 14 years old, but I'll muster up
put
some
the
money.
house on the boys.
I'm like, Mom, put all $14 in your name on this game.
Yeah, well, who the Cowboys beat them in '95, right?
Yeah. We lost because of fucking Neil
O'Donnell gift wrapped like 3 interceptions.
But I would even just go back like a year or two and just be like, go back to 2017 and buy all Patrick Mahomes rookie cards. I mean, like, there's so much you could do with the van. Well,
yeah, the van. I think it got to be the van, but man, as a guy who hates reading, that would be awesome to like be able to like just magic ring it, retain that information, and then because that's another thing about reading. I could read it, but like it's staying in my brain.
Right, exactly. I can read it, and I'll retain most of what I read until I get bored, and then I'm thinking other shit and just looking at words.
It's still looking at words, and then you don't know what
and
the
then
fuck.
it's like, what? I just wasted 2 hours.
And then you gotta reread it.
Yeah,
but no, I mean, I'm just speaking for me. The last time I read a book from front to back, it was 22 years ago. I was in jail. I mean, do any of us read book? Do you guys read books?
I went through a little stint, and I tried, and
I do. I mean, it might be weird. I when I take a shit, I don't. I put my phone on a charger and I try to read a book. I mean, not always. Sometimes I just play like Wheel of Fortune on FanDuel.
How long are you? What's a shit taking? How
So
long?
my morning shit, like, I mean, the morning shit's probably like 5 minutes, but I'll sit there for a good like 10, 12 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to get away, just to give yourself some time.
Right, because if not, then like I'm not making you breakfast.
Yeah.
That's Rosa.
Yeah, you're trying to. We're just in there waiting it out.
Well, no. So like, I usually get up. I get up before everybody. I let the dog out. You know what I mean? I take my shit, my time. I take the first shower, and then everybody else starts getting up. You know what I mean? So then, I've already had my time for Anthony.
Right.
Yeah.
I've taken a shower. I'm ready for work.
Cup of Joe.
Right. Well, no, I don't drink coffee till I go to my shop, and then I make a pot of espresso. I have one of those. You know, and then keep it moving after that. That's how I like to do things.
What about now? You go, Baby Jack. Do you go out like a little private turd time?
No, so he
Do you
wakes.
hide in the shitter though?
No,
You will.
he wakes me up.
You will, my brother.
Right? He wakes me up every day at this point. So like, lady will get up for work. Sometimes, so either you get woken up by her going to work, or I get woken up by the baby, and like. He wakes up hungry, so you gotta feed him, or he's gonna start fucking screaming at you like a lunatic. And then after that,
those kids like to eat.
yeah, where I get my little alone time is when she's at work, and then in between his first nap. That's where I could like. So he'll go down around like 8:30 usually, and I'll be able to like drink a cup of coffee, chill for like an hour before I gotta like
Get your
him
life
anywhere.
together.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of tough, but like I'm drinking a lot more coffee, and not just because like I'm not even like a tired thing. It's just like something to do, and like I like it type deal.
That's
too.
your escape.
Yeah.
What kind of coffee do you drink?
Like brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just called Pete's.
I see. That should have been my gear grinder. So when me and this week, like I love coffee. Big coffee guy. I always buy good coffee. And then like Addie was like, I'm going to the store. You want anything? I'm like, you know what? Get coffee. Get the good kind. Like get real good kind. She's like, oh okay. Goes to the store. Comes back with this shit called Joe. It just says.
Oh yeah, I seen you bitching about
Wait,
that.
is she a coffee drinker though?
She'll drink whatever.
So right. So she's not a connoisseur like you are.
So, but I get like a subscription to Death Wish to my house, the little espresso, and I got that little Italian thing, and it's kind of a pain in the dick sometimes. Sometimes I just want to fucking pop the thing in the Keurig.
Boletto or whatever they call it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I got that fucking hot water thing now where I just shove the fucking thing and it instantly heats. I get a coffee in like 10 seconds. So I love the Keurig, but it's like I get it. I'll get the donut shop kind, even the Costco brand, like the breakfast brand, whatever. But some shit just called Joe. And when you felt these K-Cups, it felt like it was.
You don't drink espresso, Mike? I would think you crush espresso.
I do.
Yeah.
That
So did the Joe suck?
I didn't drink them.
You didn't even drink them?
You didn't drink them, dude?
Dude, yeah,
Snob.
I felt the K-Cup. And
Light.
it felt such thin plastic.
Are you stacking K-Cups?
Dude,
I don't trust K-Cups anymore. I'm off. I got like I
No, I go
like,
old school, dude. I put the coffee grounds in the Bustelo, fucking, put the water
I got a
bottle,
little
put the
jar. I
thing.
do this.
K-Cups. I mean, the more I read about K-Cups, the less. But I have my own little thing.
But you're an espresso guy too. You got the little like Nespresso machine.
I do have an espresso, but those things you buy, the little fucking things, they're just like K-Cups.
Right, but so I go. They've like the large size, small size, dude. Double the small, and it's way better than one big one.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm gonna have to do then. I haven't been using it as much because that little Italian fucking thing, it just tastes better.
For sure. But if you're in a rush.
But that espresso thing is like, but you got to constantly clean that motherfucker out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
All right, last one. Would you rather have an obsessive, insane person love you or hate you? So, would you rather have an obsessive, insane person love you or hate you?
That's tough.
It's easy. I'm married to Rosa.
I think hate you probably, right?
She loves me. I mean, I think she loves me.
The thing
If
about
they hate you, they're probably gonna leave you the fuck alone more of the time.
No.
They're
If they hate you,
obsessive.
they'll be more.
Yeah, obsessive.
They'll be
It'll try to
on you
ruin
more.
your life.
The one that loves you, like you have a less chance of killing you. I think.
Yeah.
Well, but if you don't give them the love back, they'll kill you too. So they could both kill you. But like I would be more at night worried about the person that hates me. I'd be thinking about them more than the person.
Right, because I can hold Rosa when we're sleeping. Like, I can wrap
She
my
can't
arm so she can't kill me.
She can't grab the knife to the bed, under the mattress. Yeah, but like, dude, I mean, it's actually like a question. Like, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, because if someone like constantly hated you, like, and they were obsessive and insane, they would totally fucking harass you. Just
Go
as
out
much
of their
as,
way to kill you.
just as much as a person that loves you. So like you're instead of getting the love, it's like, oh man, it's all over me. It'd be some fucking psycho.
What
like,
if she loves you to death?
or it might be a dude. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean? And the dude's like, I'm gonna kill you, and you're like, fuck.
Like, why won't you just love me?
Yeah, like I should have picked the love one. The love person just wants to finger my root. You're trying to blow my fucking brains out, you psycho.
You sick bastard.
All right, everybody. I think that's all we got for this week. Everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great week. Don't forget about the St. Patrick's Day sale. It ends this week. We got some great merch up there. Have a great week. And, folks, remember, Greenfield loves you. We're out.